Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Basically Sisters podcast. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Natalia. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, baby. It's been a long time.
I know.
That's our bad. We should have updated y'all.
Yeah, we should have kept you guys updated. We're living and we're learning.
Life is lifing, though. Okay.
Life is
So,
lifing, a lot of good. A lot has honestly, it's been exactly 4 weeks since we last posted. A lot has happened in those 4 weeks.
yeah.
Um I feel like on our end, I feel like it was a much needed kind of time off.
Hmm.
Um but yeah, I mean, it's not going to happen again without us letting you know. I just
Yeah.
think it was just we're like, "Oh, we might record this week," then we don't record, and then yeah. But we hope everyone has been doing good, we're starting happy December.
I
We
know.
did
Oh
one
my
episode
God.
in November, but happy December.
Yeah.
Um, we hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving and yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe it's December already.
I literally I can't believe 2022 is coming to an end, which I
Girl.
can believe and I can't believe at the same time. So, I think
You know what it is? I can believe that it's ending, but I feel like it's ending so fast. Like
right,
this
yeah,
year
the
just
end
went
of the
by so
that always
fast.
happens with the end of the year. It goes by really,
Yeah, it
really
sneaks up
fast.
on you. Like next thing you know, it's Christmas.
Yeah, then it's like November went by like nothing.
Yeah, I
But
know.
before we jump into the end of the year stuff, because we're definitely going to talk a lot about that. And to make it up for you guys, this is going to probably give you a longer episode than usual because we have a lot of updates, a lot of things to talk about, and some like announcements.
Yeah,
But let's talk about like how we've been. So, how have you been? What are your updates? You
I've
want?
been pretty good for the most part. A little stress as usual. I mean, that's life. Um, but yeah, I mean, I personally needed a little bit of time off because I was focusing on other things. Like I always say on the podcast, how I'm focusing on other things, but I finally launched one of those things recently. So I recently launched my
Snaps.
business.
You snaps.
Snaps, child. Thank you, God,
Yeah.
because whew. Um, so I launched my business, Perfectly Poured. If you don't know it, follow follow on Insta, obviously.
Link will be in
Um,
bio for sure.
Link will be in bio. Link will be in show notes. Link will be everywhere. Okay, we need the support. Um, but yeah, basically, it's just a candle business, self care business. So yeah, I did a soft launch just to get my footing and see if this is something one that I want to do, and two, just to get like the kinks out with everything, like shipping
Mhm.
orders and things like that, payment and processing and things. And it went really well. I sold out the first 5 days.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, so yeah, so I was working on that for a little bit. That was I've I mean specifically that week, but really like since then kind of like I've been working like so much on it, like just for
Mhm.
like the next drop and like everything. I'm thinking all the way in 2023 already. So
Gosh.
it's just been a lot of work. The weekend that I launched it, I think I slept maybe maybe 6 hours between
Oh
the
gosh.
Thursday
Oh yeah,
to
you
the
mentioned that to
Sunday.
me.
Like the Sunday night I launched it and I saw all the orders coming. I'm like, baby, I need to go to sleep. Like
Oh my
it's like
gosh.
8 o'clock. I was like seeing stars. Like I didn't eat. I didn't drink water. I didn't, so I'm learning from that. I know that I need to start setting timers for myself because I really
Mhm.
get into the zone, especially when it's something I'm passionate about. So like even just drinking water, like I when I'm focused on this, like I'm focused. So I
Mhm.
just forget about everything. It's equivalent to like, like in college when you're studying for like an exam and you're like locked in. Like
Right, yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically the same thing.
Mhm.
So I don't it's taught me a lot. I'm really excited and proud that I actually launched it. I've been saying that I wanted to launch it since last year, and I
Mhm.
just got stuck in my head, and I just wasn't really like confident, and
Mhm.
I don't know, I just wasn't. I think I just maybe I wasn't ready. I probably
Mhm.
was ready, but it was just me holding
Mhm.
myself back.
Right.
So other than that, I've been working on that, which is taking up all my time, child. I mean, whew, that's like a little baby. Like I be
Yeah.
working like hours, like during the day, like
Mhm.
longer than a 9 to 5. Like I'll be up sometimes 4 a.m. Just wake up, and
Oh
I'm
my
like, all right,
gosh.
let's do some work. Like, and then I won't stop working until like 10, like
Oh my
11,
gosh.
like like which
Yeah.
is fine. Like I've been waking up. It's not like I gotta wake up. I like it because I'm determining when I'm waking up, and what I'm working on is for
Yeah.
me and my family and my legacy. So it's just been a roller coaster of a ride, child. If y'all watching the visual version, look at my nails, child. This entrepreneur life is really, I haven't even been able to do my nails or anything. My hair is just poof. So, but
Yeah.
other than that, that's been like my main thing that I've worked on and been focusing on since we took the break.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think
That's
that's about
awesome
it,
though.
really. Thank
We're
you.
all
And of
super proud.
course, I have my little number one supporter right here,
Marketing.
marketing.
Okay.
No, but also I just want to say that, well, for everyone, if anyone did place an order and, ordered a candle or whatever, thank you. I appreciate your support. It means like so much to me. I couldn't believe it. I don't know. I'm still just like maybe in not necessarily shocked, because I feel like it's not shocking to me that I'm
Right.
doing this,
Mhm.
and I think that's because like my higher self was already doing this. So that's why I'm like
Right.
not really shocked, or it hasn't hit
Mhm.
me, quote unquote, like that I'm a business owner and I own my own business and it's actually like legit.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying. Yeah, thank you to everyone that supported. Natalia, thank you. She was my first order.
Oh, really?
And yeah, you were the first one.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I was
Yeah.
waiting for that drop. She
I
said
know.
10. I popped
All
out
right.
at 10.
Yeah,
It was really
back to
11.
no, it was really 6 p.m.
No, oh, you're right. Because then she kept trying. I'm like, all right, at this point, I'll just set the post notifications. And
Yeah.
then I went so quickly to the order that I forgot to put the discount code, but it's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, no, we're really
yeah.
proud. I'm really proud of Ashley because it's been a long time. She's been like telling me about this business. I got insider information.
Oh God, relax.
No, but she's been telling Ashley like ever since she graduated, like she knew she wanted to like do something for start her own business or do something for herself. And I think you brought this up like last year and you kept telling me that you were working on it and stuff. And then like I knew you were kind of like getting in your head, but I knew the timing, like whenever you was in a job was gonna be like the right timing for you. And I think it was like the right time.
Hmm.
Like you said, maybe you weren't ready and now you're more ready. Like because
Yeah.
like you want to start a business and you want to be able to continue it, and now that you're like motivated to start and continue,
Exactly.
now you have your plan.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so we're all super proud of Ashley. Check it out, buy a candle.
Yeah.
Um,
Hopefully, by the time this drops on Monday, it should be this week that I'm dropping the holiday collection.
mhm.
So we'll probably post it. We could post it on the Instagram, but it
Yeah,
should be coming up soon. So keep an eye on that if you need some
yeah.
gifts.
Just follow the Instagram. We'll leave it in the.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll
Um,
link it in the
yeah,
show
we'll link it.
notes. But other than that, what's up with you? I feel like, mind y'all, I feel like I haven't really even talked to Natalia that much. You know what I'm
Yeah, we've
saying? We
both been
both been so
busy, low
busy.
key, and
Yeah.
not in
So
like a
what's new
bad way.
with you?
Obviously, that
Yeah, not in a
happens. I
bad
feel
way.
like to us, I don't know. Like sometimes our lives just get busy, and like we know we check in on each other like when we need to, but sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I just love that we don't
we know it's fine, and like if something's going down, like we'll call
like
each
we
other.
don't need to check in on each other like, all the time for us to be like, are
Yeah.
we still friends? You know, like it's never
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, you
Like
know, yeah. I mean, unless
we
it's like
me and
3,
Natalia be
4 months.
going, yeah, but that's never
I
happened.
think the longest maybe is like 2 weeks or something.
I think maybe like
Maybe
10
not. Maybe
days.
like a week. I don't even know.
I think like a week, honestly,
A
especially
week.
now since the
Yeah.
podcast, like
Well, yeah, the
we'll go
podcast
the whole
definitely
week
yeah, yeah.
without talking to
The
each other.
podcast definitely motivates us to, like, talk more because 'cause we're like, "Oh, shit, we have
Yeah.
stuff to do," but, like,
Yeah.
yeah, we do check in on each other outside of that, which is nice. But, yeah, it's been
Yeah.
really busy, ever since I moved, I feel like I mean, I've mentioned it on the podcast every week that it's been a big adjustment for my life in so many ways, like, mentally, physically, like,
Mhm.
emotional I don't know, just in every single way, like, I it's really taken a toll, and I think I've realized that's why I've been, like, so exhausted every day because I might not even, like, do that much, and I'm just, like, tired because it's a lot, like, to set up
Yeah.
your own apartment, do all this stuff for your own apartment, move away from home, start a new job, live in, like, a huge city. Like, New York City is, like those who know is, like, New York City is one of the fastest paced it's, like, one of the
Yeah.
most difficult cities to live in my opinion, like, in a lot of different ways,
Mhm.
and does have its, like, upsides of it too, like, I think it's one of the best cities to live in my opinion because of, like, what it offers, but it's just been, like, very exhausting, but it's also been really rewarding. I feel like this past, like, month or last few weeks have been, like I finally feel like I'm creating a lifestyle for myself and kind of
Mhm.
getting in a, like, routine in a way, like
Routine. Yeah.
yeah, which has been, like, really good for me because the first 2 months, I swear, like, we were also talking about this on the podcast, like, when I moved in August, and I swear the first 2 to 3 months, I mean, I was doing something every weekend. I feel like we had so many trips, like, until,
Yeah.
like, November was when I actually could, like, chill and, like, be in my apartment, like, do things I had to do, just, like and just relax, and I think I needed that to kind of reset and create, like, I don't know, my lifestyle 'cause there's just being on the go all the time, I don't know how people do it. Like, it's too much. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
it's, like, exhausting in a lot of different ways, but, yeah, it's been pretty good. My job has been, um it's definitely been picking up, and I've been, like that's another thing is, like, learning, like, work-life balance and stuff and, like,
Mhm.
um I don't know, a lot of different factors, but overall, I've been really good. I've been getting better. I feel like now it's really good that, like, I'm kind of ending the year now more in, like, a pattern. Like, I went to the gym last week for the first time. I haven't been to the gym and, like, I don't know well, I mean, mind you, I have, like, a gym at, like, my home, like, where my parents live, but, like,
Mhm.
I haven't had a gym membership in, like, months, and Ash knows that, like, a gym has been part of, like, my lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not one who's, like, every single day I gotta go, but, like, I usually try to go at least 3 times a week, and I think I needed that to, like, start kind of getting into a routine, like, have
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
to do because I don't know, it definitely helps in my opinion, so once I started doing that, I kind of feel, give me a sec. Sorry. Um, I kind
Okay,
of
she
feel
got people
more
blowing her up, child. Okay. She said cuffing season.
um,
She got the little roster hitting her up.
I'm
It's
weak,
alright.
not the roster. But
Let
yeah,
them know
overall
we're handling business.
we're handling business, everything's good, but yeah, no major updates like obviously Ash has, but I got a haircut, that's about it.
That's an update.
I don't know if y'all can see
She
it.
got
Well, they probably couldn't see it before. My hair was so long before, like,
yo.
that also was something I needed because I think that they cut off, like, 6 inches, and, like, my hair is something I hold a really big attachment to.
Yeah, you
I
do.
just feel like even though it shouldn't be a part of, like, who I am, it's become a part of who I am because, like, I feel like a lot of people know me for, like, my hair. I don't know. Basically, every time I get a haircut, Ashley knows that I go through, like, a phase of, like, I hate it.
Oh my god.
Like, it's like I think this happens to, like, a lot of people, low key, like, especially women. I don't know, like, men, like, they be feeling themselves, like, good for you,
I
and
think men
sometimes
too though, because men sometimes like if it doesn't look
right,
right,
right, right, yeah, if it doesn't look yeah, yeah, I agree, but
I've seen some guys wear
sometimes you
hats
can
after they
leave
get a haircut.
yeah. But sometimes
That's how you
some
know it's
women leave
bad.
the salon too, and they're like vibing, feeling themselves, and all props to you. I feel like that's happened to me a few times, but sometimes it's like, oh my god, like, cause you know what bothers me so much. I don't want to talk about this too long, but like when you tell the hairdresser that you only want like a few inches off, and they cut off way more than they said they were gonna cut, and it's like, I get it. Some of it might have been more dead to you. That's great.
To you.
But that's not what I wanted. You're doing based on what the client wants. Like, why do they do what they want? You know what I
That
mean?
sound so me, I don't go anywhere to get my hair cut. My hairdresser and my hair cutter is my mom, and she does the same exact thing. I say trim the ends. She can't even use scissors near me anymore. Like I'm
Ye
like, You lost your privileges of trimming the ends because she always says that, oh yeah, you need a cut. You need a cut. And I'm like, no, we're gonna trim the ends like you said you were gonna do. And then she'd
yeah,
be trimming off inches, like she cutting it for real. What did we not agree to? I thought we were in agreement of how
yeah.
much needs to get trimmed.
Well, that's what you always think too, but no. But yeah. So this last haircut, I was FaceTiming. Remember I was FaceTiming you before?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm wanting my haircut." And you're like, "Send pictures." Just know
Yeah,
she
I
didn't do
knew
anything.
I knew I wasn't gonna get the pictures because she always goes through like
Well, when she cut it,
a couple hours. She's like, she got to do short. She got to do short. Does
well,
it look
no,
good?
I
It
think
doesn't
it
look
was
good.
the way she's okay. Like right now, it's actually looks like decent. It's also because I got this done. Did I get it done before we recorded the? No, I think I got it
No, it
done
was after.
like a few days after that episode. So it's already been almost a month. And Ash knows my hair grows back really fast, so it's already grown out a bit. Um, but so that's why like now when I go, I'm like I tell myself like it's fine. My hair grows back ridiculously fast, anyways. But still, I left and like she was criticizing my hair. I'm like, girl, listen, I'm not gonna do the no. I did no heat for like 2 years, and I barely saw a
Yeah.
difference. Like
Yeah.
I don't care. Like life is short. I'm gonna do. It's not like I straighten my hair every day. You know what I mean? If I want to do it every other
Exactly.
month or something, like. But yeah, and so she cut off too much. I think it was the way she styled it. Like I swear to God, because it was short and she styled. It was like, and she blow dry. It was like out to here. It was just like too much. It was just like she barely used like any product in it. So my hair just literally went out to here. I was like, "Oh my god." I left and then I was getting lunch with someone right after and like I swear to God, I was walking into when you're just not feeling yourself. Like I had to give
Yeah.
myself a mental prep on the train back. I was like,
It's the
"Come
head
on."
down.
I'm like, "You're still a bad bitch." I'm like, "Just stop. Don't let this get to you." Like, don't like
But
um
that's the worst. I don't know why you scheduled a lunch after that because you know
I
yourself.
shouldn't have. And I swear to God, and you know it's in your head. I'm like, they're staring at my haircut the entire time.
Yeah.
They probably think my hair looks bad. Because it was the way it was styled was just so different from like how I usually style it. Like it was just so
Hmm.
interesting. But yeah, it felt good to like cut off like it was 6 inches. Like I haven't got it cut in like 8 months, I feel, which is that's how long I usually try to do every 6, but it felt good. It felt like a release. And now I'm like really like it. Like I think it was because I restyled it myself after and like
Hmm.
it looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think it
feels
looks good.
fresh. Thank you. But yeah, anyways, that's my little rant. That's basically my only update. I'm trying to think. There's no other really
It's
updates.
the haircut. A whole month went by. Yeah, got a haircut.
Got a haircut.
That's
Yeah,
about
I
it.
swear like other little things like probably happen. Like obviously Thanksgiving and stuff, but
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I'm past that. It's December.
yeah, I'm kind of passing. I did enough update. I feel like I got asked about my Thanksgiving so many times, which I appreciate when people do, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't think I can.
Which it was good. It was
It
great. I
was
had a
yeah.
blast.
We both had
My
really good
sister in
things.
law held it down. She cooked the whole dinner, man. The whole
That's
dinner.
nice.
And it was so good. And this was my first Thanksgiving being vegetarian. So that was
Oh dang! I should have
a
given you
plot
my
twist.
tofurkey recipe.
Girl, nobody was making that. Ain't
It is a
nobody
long process.
plopping it
You need a
together.
cheesecloth
Why? Why? Oh, what to shape it?
to shape it.
That's what killed. I think that would ruin
I
it
gotta
for
show a
me.
DIY on how to like one year.
That
Let's
should
just
be
tell
a
the people
TikTok.
quick. So every year I think for the past like 3 or 4 years. Okay, so mind you, I've been like plant-based. I'm saying plant-based because I've never been like I haven't been fully vegetarian for like a while now, but I always try to eat plant-based. So when I actually was vegetarian, I started making a tofurkey, which is basically a turkey made out of tofu. Um, and in my first few years, like it was like my family low key like I mean, okay, mind you, my parents aren't picky. If my brother
Yeah.
likes it, then you know it's valid, I
Yeah.
guess, on one
Yeah.
end because he's annoying when it comes to like non-meat based things. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, so it became a kid, so my mom's like, "Oh, just keep making it like every year." Sometimes I make it for Christmas. And I'd always send like a yearly like a snap to my friends, either on my real I'd give like a panoramic, the yearly, the annual tofurkey. It's just so funny. Everyone's like, doesn't
Every
even
year in the white in a white dish every year. It's the same dish.
But anyway, so last year I made it. I think it was just because there was too much food on the table. Like no one really ate it. So I was like, I am not going through this process if no one's gonna eat it. Like I'm not doing that. My mom got like mad. I'm like, I'm not making the tofurkey. Like I'm really not. She's like, I'll help you. I'm like, no, because I feel disrespected when it sits there. My dad's like, I'll have some
It's
though.
cold.
It's literally just like I'm like, no, I put my heart and soul into this. And mind you, also, you make a stuffing too. It's a separate recipe to put inside. You
Oh my
do.
god.
Also plant based. So it's two things you're whipping up. And also, last thing, you gotta flip this thing. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's the
wish you
part
could
that
like
kills me.
Ash like sees the vision because I've sent her like videos of it. Like, you know, you're like, what the hell? You mold it in like a so we use like a spaghetti strainer. I don't know what those are called. Colander, whatever the hell.
Yeah.
We use that and like you put the cheesecloth, you mold the like the outside turkey part, and then you put the stuff and you mold it. And then you have to like flip it onto a plate. Then you like kind of use the plate to slide it into like the dish, like a casserole dish type thing.
This is
Um
too much, bro.
it's too much. Yeah,
For
it's
a
a lot.
fake turkey.
But anyways, I didn't do it this year. So it let a lot of people down, I'm sure.
She might do it for Christmas though.
Maybe your mom said let's do it for Christmas. The best part was
Yo.
my mom, like, she kept kind of like trying to get me to make it. And I was like,
No.
I'm
Just
not making it
firm.
because it goes to waste and no one eats it. And I feel disrespected. And then she goes, well, let's just make a she wanted me to quarter the recipe
So it's a baby tofurkey.
and basically use because to make it you need like 4 packs of tofu. She wanted to use
How small is that gonna be?
sorry, there's more funny. So it was gonna be like this little mini tofu
Tofurkey.
tofurkey. Oh god. Anyways, yeah, it didn't get made. But other than that, food slap.
She couldn't take the disrespect this year.
I couldn't take it.
She said
Mind you,
2022, I'm putting my foot down.
I'm acting like it was disrespected by a lot of people. It's 4 of us.
Yeah, it's literally for y'all.
Oh god. Anyways, yeah, I might make an appearance for Christmas, but yeah, I thought I'd just share that.
Man.
Anyways, so that
Anyway.
was a good laugh.
Well,
um,
I've been hearing about this damn tofurkey for years, and every year Natalia sends a video of her
no,
making it. I feel like you one year you sent a video of you flipping it. Like I don't know what. So that might be in the archive somewhere. but
and the
but
best
every
part
year I
is
hear about
usually
this tofurkey.
some
Like
years people are like, "Where's the tofurkey?" 'Cause I'm down.
not, not you being known for the tofurkey
Like,
at
no, that
Thanksgiving.
hyped me up one year. I'm like, all right, I gotta make it this year. Like
You're
I'm
an
looking.
idiot.
Oh god, but yeah, Thanksgiving
Now
was
where's the
good.
tofurkey? I'm crying.
No, literally when you said that, you know, that gassed me up. That was my head.
That definitely gassed you for no reason.
Oh god, but
But
yeah,
anyway, Let's
Anyways, yeah,
update show.
Thanksgiving's done. It's crazy because we're already kind of like halfway to like Christmas low key,
I
like
know.
in between, which is I haven't even not that I haven't gotten in the spirit, like I'm low key in the spirit, but like I haven't been listening to Christmas music, so
Me neither. You know what it is? Every year after Thanksgiving, like Christmas just comes up so fast that it's like only the week before Christmas is
mhm.
when I'm listening to Christmas music.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
true.
like,
It's like
I don't
yeah.
want to like be tired of it by the time Christmas
Yeah,
comes, you
some people
know?
can go like a long time. Like they can listen to every day. I'm like, okay, like I love me some
Yeah.
good Christmas jams. But
Yeah,
all right,
facts.
y'all, let's get it together. Like
But
I don't know how
until
many
Bad
more
Bunny puts out a
times.
Christmas album,
Facts. He needs to do that.
he he
Call
should do
us.
that.
Call us.
We got names.
We got ideas.
We got ideas.
That's a fire ass idea he should do. That'd
I'm
be a
telling
timeless
you.
Christmas. But the thing is like Christmas music is very like there is like Christmas music in Hispanic countries. I feel like every Hispanic country has like a different type of like Christmas
Hmm.
music. Like Puerto Rico probably. I think I he actually has like a Christmas song on one of his albums. On his
Hmm.
El Último Tour del Mundo. It was like the last one. It's kind of like a Christmas song, but like it's just different because I feel like the type of Christmas music that's like popularized is like American
Yeah.
Christmas music. But he should still pop on
So
a
I
few
might have to
songs or
slide in the
something.
DM, let them know.
Yeah, drop a
We
feature
hey,
or something.
we're coming with an idea here.
Yeah, literally.
Hear us out.
Yeah, hear us out. We got ideas. Um, but yeah, other than that, I guess let's kind of do a recap because this is gonna be. Should we drop the announcement now? I think it makes sense
Yeah, let's drop it now.
because we're yeah.
We're not coming back. This is our last episode.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the
Yeah, it's been real.
fun reel.
No, I'm playing.
We're kidding.
No, this is gonna be the last episode of the year. So I know y'all probably like, damn, these hoes just took a break.
Literally, yeah, they're probably like,
And
"How
we
many
finna
breaks?"
take another.
We well, I feel like this one's gonna be less of a break. We're just focusing on. Well, it's still gonna be a break, and we were always planning on doing a holiday break because obviously, like people are with family. Like the holidays are time where you're like busy. I don't really think anyone's gonna be listening to that many like podcasts in a sense, and we're just gonna be busy to record.
Exactly.
Um, and I think it's just a time to just chill. But I think we're more coming from we want to take some time off and like just kind of plan and prepare for 2023 and kind of like
Yeah. This was our first year, you know,
yeah.
we walking.
Yeah.
Next year we finna run.
Yeah.
Okay? So y'all better get ready.
Yeah.
Cause
We
we
got
got some
some
ideas now.
and I know we always say that, but like I think we actually do. I think it's just a matter of like getting some of the logistics down for like what we want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're just
So
figuring stuff
yeah.
out. But we'll be back in January. I think or we'll discuss. We'll be back in January, early January.
Yeah.
Just stay updated on the Instagram.
Exactly.
Um but yeah, so I think this episode we kind of just wanted to recap on like our year as a podcast, our year in general, like
Hmm.
um and just kind of I don't know, just discuss 2022 because it's wrapping itself up. We got a lot to unpack. Um
Hmm.
I don't know how we're gonna fit in one episode, but
I don't know either,
yeah.
John, but we gonna
But
try our best.
I think first let's talk about the podcast because I feel like that was a big era of like obviously 2022. So I kind of thought it would be cool to kind of go over like what our favorite episodes are. And if you don't have yours
Hmm.
right now, it's okay too because I can just highlight mine and we can just discuss. I'm sure there's some of your favorites too.
Yeah, I
Um,
have a couple.
okay, cool. All right, so we'll each go. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Obviously, okay, so let me just debrief everybody. So, I'm the one that edits the podcast. So,
Hmm.
typically, I listen to it after we record, edit it, and then I never listen to it again. Like, ever.
Yeah, that's true. Well, because she's
Like,
listening
ever.
to it as she edits it, and since I don't have the
Exactly.
file, I don't listen to it until like after it's. So I
It's
always
edited.
listen to it like the day it's uploaded usually,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
morning of,
So
in case like
yeah,
we gotta edit something out or something. But
which has
have
happened.
happened has happened. Um,
But one basically my favorite episodes are the
we're gonna
ones
have
where we
similar.
had is the ones where we had guests, which
Okay,
we had 3 episodes with guests. So obviously, our first guest, Maddie, why are the club
shout out
lights
to
already
Maddie.
on at 1:30? That was a funny
That
episode.
episode was funny.
I was
We might
cracking up.
to repost that on our
Yeah,
Instagram,
I'm
like the
thinking about it.
snippets. That snippet from that episode was if y'all haven't listened to that episode, go listen to it. Because that episode
Yeah,
cracked me up.
that
Um,
was a good one. The free therapy session with Sarah.
oh, that was a good one
That was
too.
a great one, and I got a lot of positive feedback from that from a lot of
Yeah,
people.
me too. I
Um,
remember that. I feel like that was more of like kind of like I don't know what it felt like a sister chat in a way.
type of thing, yeah.
Yeah,
And it
which
was
we
a
do
lot
plan
of
on having
people
Sarah back in the future, obviously if she wants to,
for
but
sure.
yeah, that was a good episode.
And then obviously, the Miami trip.
That episode was
Miami,
hilarious, low key too.
Miami won the girls 0. That was hilarious because
We had to cut
all
stuff
of
out of that
us.
episode too because it was so long.
That episode was over two
Wait,
hours
let's
long.
just give them a sneak. I just want to like mention one of the stories I had to get cut out because that we never talked about brunch the last day. I think
I
we
should
just need,
find that and upload it.
but we can maybe post a snippet or something later. But like, this is just so funny because I remember that episode. But that's what happens when you have guests because a lot of people talking. Like it was like over 2 hours, and mind you, we had technical difficulties. So
Ciao.
shout out to Marissa and Alicia because they were really patient with us and like we couldn't even
Yeah.
record one night. We had to like move it to the next night. We were just
Yeah. We literally were supposed to record one day and then the platform wasn't working that we were going to use to record on. So then we had to find a new one and try to record. And then we ended up on Zoom, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, that was
Like,
it was too
so
much. But yeah,
yeah, there was a lot that got cut out of
a
that one.
lot that got cut out. But it was
But
just
that's a lot of our episodes low key.
yeah, there's a
Especially
lot
the
of
ones like trip
trip
related.
ones. Yeah, we got to cut because we be chatting. But that one was just so
We
funny. I think it was funny because like that trip was just hilarious. Like when the four of us are together, it's straight jokes. I swear to
And the
God.
best part is like my favorite thing about like our friendship is one, like we're still friends like from high
Yeah.
school. Like
Mhm.
I've known Ty since like middle school and then
Mhm.
we got closer in high school.
Mhm.
And then me, Marissa and Alicia got closer in high school too. And we're so, like if people I feel like when people see us together, they're like how are like
If you were to
like
see
they're
us to walk
friends.
into a
Like
club
we
or at
all and the thing is we always have different vibes. Like the outfits
different
never
vibes,
we're never on the
we're
same vibe. We
never.
have to plan it. Like,
We
okay,
have to
this is
plan.
what we're wearing tonight, guys.
Yeah.
All black. Let's
Yeah.
do that. It's an animal print night. Let's do that. Let's buy the animal print. But yeah, it's just so funny. So shout out to them for
But it
that
works. I feel
episode.
like our friendship with them is like we definitely want to have them on another podcast episode too, but like we barely like there was times during the I think we mentioned during that episode like there was times during the pandemic where we would see them like once a year. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Cause like we
Yeah.
that was and it's crazy to think like I feel super grateful to like have that group of friends because a lot of people still don't have high school friends or the pandemic made them like distance themselves from friends and I feel like we're still really strong and we still put a lot of effort even though we barely see each other. So
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, I let's just I'll briefly try to like we can talk about that brunch day episode. So if y'all don't remember, you can pause this episode and go back to listen to Miami. But anyways, this was the brunch our last day, and mind you, we were there for like what 4 days now. This was like the Sunday,
Yeah, I
and
think
like the
so.
Saturday night was I think the day we went like the hardest. I'd say like
Which
going
was
out wise.
stupid.
Yeah, I
Which
don't know
was
why we did
dumb.
that. But and we had to be out of the
Knowing we had a
Airbnb.
flight
Yeah, knowing we had a flight and we had to be out of the Airbnb at 11 and we had like a brunch reservation at like
reservation.
1:12 or something. Anyways, and like I think we have this too I think I keep learning that our boundaries, like our expectations, like we need to lower them because
Yeah.
I think it's just because the pandemic took out a lot of like specifically for me, I feel like for all of us, like my rally energy, like I still have it, but like, ooh, gosh, like that trip, like by the Sunday, we were all done. Like
Yeah, I was
everyone was
exhausted.
like hungover, tired because we barely got sleep. Like we were scrambling to get everything like packed up in the
Well,
morning.
that's the best part. It was
Yeah,
the morning and
it
us.
was
It was what time did we have to be out of the Airbnb? 11,
11.
right?
We went to
It's
bed at
10
5.
o'clock. It's 10 o'clock and I'm not even there's stuff all over the place from last night. My
Yeah,
makeup is everywhere. My clothes are everywhere. My shoes are everywhere. I think I got up at like 10:20 or something. Like I was really pushing it. Then,
yeah.
mind you, we had so much. I don't know why we do this every trip we go on. Go crazy with the damn groceries. Who do we think we are?
Oh my gosh.
We had
Well,
so
okay,
much
to
food
be
left.
fair, it's hard to grocery shop for trips. Like we did save money by like making the food we did at the apartment and
Yeah.
stuff and having stuff. But we just had to buy this. I'm blaming it more on the Airbnb because they didn't have basic ingredients. Like
Yeah,
basic
that's
things
true.
like sugar, like salt, like random stuff like
Cinnamon. Like,
like they I mean, I guess cinnamon might be hard, but like they didn't have like basic stuff. They didn't have like oil. So we had to like
yeah.
buy all these things. But yeah, we were trying to figure out like what we were taking because we had to buy a vanilla for like because I made French toast one day and Marissa took it. Shout out, someone was taking it because that vanilla cost us a lot.
Yeah. It was
um,
quality vanilla.
but yeah, we were scrambling to get. I don't even know how we got out. Like they were knocking on the door at 11. We're like, we need 10 minutes. And like, okay. Then we got
And
out.
luckily they were nice about it.
I wish we had. I wish we had. Ashley has vlog footage of like how we looked getting out of this.
First of all, my outfit for the brunch, I'm wearing a bikini top, a white linen shirt, and jeans. Black
Yeah,
jeans.
everyone put together brand. I just wore the easiest thing. I wore like this two-piece set. I was literally I don't even think I did anything to my hair. Like I was looking bad. But we all pulled up like super hungover. The Uber driver there like was whipping around corners. Oh my god, everyone got out like everyone thought they were going to throw up. And no. So
Literally.
here's the best part. We had this brunch plan again ambitious, so we're like, oh, we'll go to this brunch, then we'll walk through like some this part of Miami we were gonna like see before our flight because our flight was at 6 p.m., which again I don't think I'll ever do, like unless I actually have an intricate plan for that day. I don't think I'll plan
Yeah.
around an evening flight. But our flight was at like 4 somewhere in the evening, so we had time between 11 and 6 before our flight, so we did brunch and we were like gonna do something, so like, let's store our bags, so we don't have to like carry them. So we
Hmm.
go to like a random like mini mart that this app like can find random bag storage, so we did that. Everyone was just like so hungover that we're like, we're not even gonna like Uber to the brunch place because it was like half a mile away.
Yeah.
That was the longest half a mile I've ever had to walk in my life, and I usually don't complain about walking, like because it
It
was
was
like
so
12,
bad.
it was 12 p.m. Miami heat, just like blaring, no shade. Everyone was
No shade.
dehydrated, hungover, and like, oh my god, by the time we get to the place, we're just sick of it. We're like, oh my god, we need AC. We find out that the brunch place, it was like this rooftop thing, didn't even have like indoor AC, like it was just fans.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh my god. And then on top of it, it was like an event. It was like drag brunch, like bingo or
Yeah.
something. And shout out to the host. Like they were killing it. Like it was nothing against the host or like the brunch
Yeah. I was
idea.
just
I
so
just think it was we all needed silence.
we needed silencio, like quiet. I don't even want to hear silverware move. I don't want
No,
to hear
they literally
anything.
I have to put everyone had their sunglasses on. Like they were handing out bingo boards, like what? And this person was screaming on the mic and like roasting everyone. They knew not to roast us because they saw us.
Yeah.
They were done. And like the best part was the girls next to us had their bags with them. So we're like, okay, we could have
Facts.
literally brought our bags with us, but we're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Next time we know.
so we're just sitting there, and then on top of it, the food here wasn't even like your basic brunch food. It was like some intricate, like ass food that like you wouldn't get. So it was like the last thing you need hungover. Like no one even ate. Everyone had like a bite, and it cost like $30. Like each person.
Yeah, literally. What did I get? Mine was just like ridiculous
You got
because
like
I was like,
two
I
eggs.
felt no, I didn't even.
You
No,
got
I got
eggs
the
at the same
scrambled
you got the
eggs.
scrambled eggs, and it was, like, greens. It was, like, weird.
I was so irritated because I was like hungover. I'm pretty sure I had cramps that day too,
Oh, you did?
out of nowhere. Yeah. And then I was like, "Oh my god." And then I
That
ordered
no, that day
I'm
was
like,
bad for everyone.
yeah, it was like the food was mid. I'm like, the only good thing about that place was the ginger ale.
Oh my god, that gi and that's oh, weren't we gonna, like, name that episode Ginger oh, I forgot what we said. We th I think it's somewhere in the episode we said something about ginger ale, and I think we were referring to that story because the ginger ale was just saving everyone.
I'm telling you, that's the best. I don't know what they be putting in ginger ale. Like,
That was so
that's
bad.
like the best hangover drink for me, at least. It makes me feel like so much better. But that's the only thing you would think the food would help
It didn't
re-energize me.
help.
No.
And
I'm
then the
like, why are
best
you giving me arugula right now?
oh god,
Be
that
for
was
real.
so we had to grab that check and leave because I just couldn't. The music pounding, them screaming,
Yeah.
and this then I was like, "Alright, let's see." We didn't even walk around, like, the little place. We literally
Yeah,
went to get her
we
we
literally went to get our bags and we went to the airport.
into the airport. We
We were
sat
done.
there for, like, 3
We needed to yeah, we had
You
to
just
sit
sit down and
down.
eat, see oh gosh. But yeah, that was our little brunch story. We just thought it was so funny. But overall, that episode was funny, the Miami one.
Yeah, that
Um,
was funny.
but yeah. I have so I'll talk about mine really quick. We didn't need to go into it, but so I think my first favorite one was when we did the Am I the Asshole, like the first one.
Yeah, that
Some
was
of
good.
those stories were crazy.
Like,
If you guys didn't listen to that one, like I swear to God, you'll get a good laugh. Like I'll never forget the one where like the ex-boyfriend didn't want or like the boyfriend didn't want her to go to the wedding.
yeah, so he faked a car
He faked
accident.
the car accident. I was like, "What is wrong with people?"
People need to touch grass for real because I don't think it's ever that
That and then they're
serious.
like and then it's just also them and then the people who are with these people because then she's like, "Yeah, I'm still debating like if I should say, girl, leave.
Yeah,
What
like
are
what's
you
the debate? What is
considering?
the
What is
debate?
like what? Oh my gosh, yeah. It just that
Like,
episode
how
was
are you not already packed?
yeah that yeah, that one
Like,
our last
unfollow.
one also had some crazy stories, but yeah, that Am I the Asshole, that was a good one. I think we're gonna continue doing those, periodically.
Yeah.
And then, um oh, you know what episode was also funny? I think just because, like, we came up with the line, "The waistlines were moving" episode,
I'm done.
because people have, like, come up to me, talk about the podcast and, like, have said, like, the waistlines were moving.
Yeah.
Like,
We
"What do
should
you
do
guys"
some merch or something.
we should do s let's not keep that. People might take that.
Yeah, let me crop that out. Let me cut it.
Um
Well, no, let us know. Should we do merch or something? Like, what's y'all favorite taglines that we be saying?
Yeah, we have some good tagline. Not the hype episode, but yeah,
Not
the
to toot
episode
our
was
own
really
horn.
good.
See, that's another one. Not to toot our own horns, but
Yeah.
we got the sayings. But yeah, that is a good one. That
That
was
was
a
a
good
good
one.
one. I'm trying to think what we had. There was a lot. I'm sorry. Like I don't mean to hype up our own content, but there were some good ones I really enjoyed listening back to. Like, um,
Yeah, I might
oh
take this
the
time
the
to
dating
go
app
through them.
one, the dating app
Oh yeah,
one,
that was good. That one was
top
good.
tier, top tier. Yo, that one was just hilarious. Like, whoo, gosh, that was just jokes. That one and probably the unpacking your college experience too, because that one was also
Yeah.
really funny to reflect on. But yeah, those are mine. We had some good. If you haven't listened to all our episodes, now's your time to rewind
Yeah,
or
now's your time to catch up. I mean,
binge
tell a friend to
or
tell a friend.
re-listen.
Re-listen. I'm gonna go back and re-listen because again, like I said earlier,
Yeah, I forgot
once
some of
I'm
our
done editing them, like I don't listen to them because when I edit them, I have to like keep going back, keep going back, keep going back, keep going back. So it's like I hear it enough and I'm like, okay, yeah, upload and I'm done.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. I get that. Yeah, I listened to
but
them
I
once.
definitely want to go back and listen to them.
We
Probably
have a
while I'm
lot of
like,
episodes.
I know
We
that's the
did.
crazy
How many
part.
episodes did we do? It doesn't say.
I think it's like 30 something. I mean, I feel like we've been moderately consistent. We're definitely at 32
32.
maybe. Yeah. So this
32
will be
episodes.
33.
That's
crazy. So that means
Crazy.
33 weeks we've been going at it, and we only
Yeah.
started in
That's, like,
in
pretty good
February,
low key for, um,
our
an
first year.
episode because or for episodes, like, for us being consistent because I don't know, a lot of people don't stay consistent with podcasts or, like and I know we did go on, like, a few breaks, if missed a few weeks, but in general, um, I think we did pretty good for
I'd
2023.
say
And
it's,
I think Ashley and I kind of noticed too that like our content, like at least in our eyes, y'all let us know. Hit us with the constructive criticism. Like we're open.
yeah,
Because
but don't
obviously
get
we want
rude
to
now.
yeah, don't get
Don't get
rude,
rude.
but constructive.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel like as our time went on, I feel like our content got better in my opinion. And like I felt like we
Mhm.
were more comfortable behind the mic, obviously. Like so like it flowed more. I feel like in the beginning, like it was not that there's not an episode where I'm like not proud of. I just feel like I'm like, okay, we're getting better. Like I feel like our content,
Yeah,
in my opinion, when I listen to
I
because I
agree.
also like I'm a big podcast person, so I listen to a lot of podcasts. So like I know what like I'm kind of comparing it to, and I know it's like your own self, you're a little biased, but like I try to remove myself from that a little bit when I listen back because I am critical sometimes. I'm like, oh, maybe we could have like I don't know, cut this out or talked more about
Mhm.
this or did something else like but in general, like, overall, I feel like our content has been, like, decent compared to some of these really big podcasts, so which I'm
I
proud of us
agree
for.
100%. Exactly, and I think we've done really good considering the fact that we just started this year. Like,
Right,
I feel like we're more consistent than some podcasts that have been going for longer than us. So
right,
I'm proud
and I
of
think
us. I'm proud that we put ourselves out there
yeah, me
and
too.
did something that we said that we wanted to do because Natalia's been, as I say it all the time. Ty harassed me about this for years about starting
Yeah,
a podcast, and we actually did it.
harassment
So
was
I'm
worth it,
really
so
exactly. So I'm really proud of us, and you know, I'm a Virgo, so I'm self-critical all the time. But honestly, I think I give myself a little more leeway with the podcast because I'm like, you know what? We're just being us,
right, we're just do
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you can't really edit that.
Right,
So even though sometimes I'm like, yeah, we could have, we could have cropped that out and we probably shouldn't have said that. But I
right,
mean, at the same time, it's like, you know what? We decided to have a platform for ourselves and give us ourselves somewhere to speak our mind.
right,
And that's it. And I
and I
think we're
think
just evolving.
yeah, exactly, and I think in the end, it's like it's something that makes us happy, doing,
Exactly.
like, obviously, we wouldn't continue it if we didn't enjoy it. Like, obviously, some weeks, like, not that, like, I don't dread recording, but it's like, okay, like, it becomes a little bit more of, like, extra effort to record because of the timing,
Hmm.
but in general, like, I enjoy recording, I enjoy chatting, like, I
Yeah.
enjoy the topics we talk about, like, it feels something that we're both really passionate about, so, um, yeah, it's been overall one of the best decisions we've made, and there's only so much to come, and it is really hard, like, to kind of get into this content creation like world in a sense, especially now because
Hmm.
there's just so much content being put out that it's like you put yours out and it's like lost in like the millions of things getting put out
Yeah.
that
Like
same
the abyss
that we
of
yeah.
content.
And it's like especially when you don't come from like having a platform already, like it's hard to create content from scratch. And I think I'm really proud of us for continuing to try to grow our podcast, to create content, be consistent, like because it's a lot. A lot of people can get discouraged, and like the podcast game is harder than people think, in my opinion. Like,
Hmm.
because there's not a lot of platforms that are very podcast friendly, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
I think it's something that there should be more podcast friendly like podcasts, and it should be easier to find podcasts at this point because they've been out for like a really really long time and they're very popular, but I
Exactly.
even myself had hard times like if I want to find a podcast like I have a hard time finding a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, and but yeah, that's something that we know and we're going to continue to kind of like work on and like just know there's big things I guess coming for the podcast, and I feel like
Yeah. I agree. It is definitely difficult, especially for both of us. And I'm kind of, luckily, I'm I've learned from this to apply to the business, and now I'm learning stuff about my business in regards to social media and stuff that I'm gonna apply to the podcast. But the part that you said, like, is difficult to grow a podcast when you don't have like a huge following already on social media
Mhm.
is literally so true, because certain platforms, like where you typically listen to podcasts, are just like so hard to find
Right.
like new podcasts. And on top of that, if you don't have that big of a following on social media, like, it's pretty difficult to try to create an audience other
Mhm.
than your friends and family, basically. So
No, basically, yeah.
um and it could get
And
discouraging,
we
but I'm
have,
proud
like
of us for continuing to put effort towards the
yeah.
podcast, regardless of, you know, because I know there's a lot of people that would probably stop if, like, oh, like, the listens aren't that high, or we're not getting that many views on certain things. And it's like, I'm glad that we still push through those moments
Mhm.
and we still continue to create the content that we want to create
Right.
regardless of that. And I
Yeah.
think that's the most important part.
Yeah, because I think in the end, like, we're doing this for us, and I feel like that's why we've continued, like, and we enjoy putting the content out. And I think there are milestones that, like, we've reached that I think are important to note, like, that we know,
Hmm.
outside of it that can motivate us. Um, but yeah, it's a hard game, and especially like when this isn't your full time job, like I work
Exactly.
full time. Ash has her business now. Like, it's hard to really put in 100% the effort you need to kind of like, I mean, like influencers and stuff, like a lot of them it's their full-time job, so they have a lot of time to create the content, put it out, promote, do all these things. Like, it's hard to do that when you have your full-time job, your life, and things you need to get done, and then this, so
Yeah.
um but yeah, overall really great decision. We've learned a lot of lessons, and we're very happy with
Baby.
the audience we've created so far.
Lessons.
Yeah,
We've been learning them
lessons have
all
been
year.
learned. Yeah.
I think I've learned the most lessons this year, for real. Low key.
I think this is a really good segue for us talking about, now that we kind of talk about our podcast, I feel like it's good for us to kind of talk about our year in general, like
Yeah.
to reflect.
Just personally.
Yeah, I've been seeing this like trend. I mentioned it to Ash before, but if y'all have seen it, like my phases for like 2022 or whatever, and it was like I don't even know what the examples are. Like my travel to this place phase, or like my
Yeah.
a sad, I don't know, but I think it'd be like cute if we kind of did that in a way, like talk about, because I
Hmm.
feel like this year was like a very full packed year for us in many different ways. But
Hmm.
yeah, so I don't know if you want to start or I can start. I don't care.
I mean, probably from January to March was like my corporate baddie phase.
Oh
Not
yeah.
really corporate baddie, but I was actually working like a job other
Hmm.
than what I'm doing now. So yeah, that phase. Then, our little podcast phase, which it's not a phase, babe.
Still going.
So I don't really know if it's a phase. Um, and then what else? My travel phase. I don't. The thing is, like, these aren't even phases for real, because I'm
Well,
hoping
I'm
they're
just saying,
not
like,
phases.
periods of the year. Like, I don't think it needs. It's not
Yeah,
like a phase that's ending. Like, it's
yeah,
continuing, but just like events that.
yeah. I mean, I think personally for me, I feel like my year truly started for me in like end of April.
Hmm.
Personally, I think a lot of the time period prior to that was kind of not super memorable. There wasn't
Hmm.
much change. I was working 9 to 5, so it was kind of do 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 do. But after April, oh, we were traveling, baby. I've traveled more than I've ever traveled this year in my life.
Oh really? Yeah.
From
Yeah, we did travel a lot.
yeah, um, which I would come visit you pretty often.
Yeah, yeah, that was a lot. We did a lot of
Which,
trips.
first of all,
We had a lot of memorable
Boston ain't
weekends.
seeing me. Boston ain't seeing
Me
me.
either. So,
It's gonna be a flight, not a drive. Not doing it again.
well, now I
I'm
live closer, which is
traumatized.
nice, but
Exactly, yeah.
we're still long
Um,
distance.
shut up. But yeah, so I was going to Boston often. Then I would go, then we went to well, I went to Maine with my
Mhm.
parents. Um, and then we went to Puerto Rico, which was probably like honestly one of the greatest trips of my life.
Yeah, that
Like
was a really good trip,
it was so good. I don't
in a lot of
know
different
what they
ways.
put
I
in the
really
water
loved
or
that
something.
trip.
Yeah, it was just a
Yeah.
good
I think
time.
that was also because that was, like, our first trip in a very long time.
Yeah, since like the
So it felt really
pandemic.
good to kind of be out, but yeah, there was some good
Yeah.
energy on that
Oh
trip.
God. I wish I vlogged that trip, child. That would have been
That
great.
trip was whew,
I'm
God,
just
had a lot
thinking
of
of
chapters to it.
I'm just thinking of the rainforest, like us driving down.
That day was so eventful. I don't know how we did all that.
That was probably one of the funniest days ever,
Yeah,
like
that
just in
was
general. But yeah, went to Puerto Rico, then we went to Miami, then where else did I go? Basically the city to see
yeah.
you often.
Mhm.
Um, Bad Bunny concert. I mean, yeah, in the beginning of the year we went to a Bad Bunny concert too, so that was
Yeah,
eventful.
there's a lot, yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like I feel like honestly, I mean, and now I'm in my little business girl phase, girl boss, gatekeep girl boss. No, I'm playing.
Mhm.
um, but I feel like this year has really just been like a taste of what
I agree.
my life can be if
Mhm.
I focus on what I need to focus on.
Yeah.
And, like it was just a glimpse, like traveling all over the place, like enjoying time with my friends, with my family,
Mhm.
my business, the podcast. Like I feel like this year was just like kind of like laying down the groundwork of what's possible
Right.
and just laying down the groundwork of things that like I'll be able to achieve more things as long as I focus on these things,
Yeah.
and put effort into these things. So, yeah, those are basically my eras, I feel like. Um
Yeah. I mean, that's a good
or
amount of errors.
phases.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year has been honestly, even though like we always say, we learn lessons. We really learned some lessons this year. Um
Yeah.
but I feel like we learn lessons every year, and that's exactly what it is. It's a lesson, and I'm blessed to be able, like, especially when launched the business, like there were so many things that were going wrong like the week of.
Mhm.
I'm like, you know, typically I would lose it. Like I would just be like,
Yeah.
forget it. Like I'm not gonna go through with it. Like I'll just push it back. I'll just push back. But I was like, you know what? I can't complain about what I prayed for. I
Yeah.
asked for to be able to be in this position, to own my own business, to have,
Mhm.
do things on my own terms. So when I think about that stuff, I'm like, okay, yes, it's L's, but it's lessons. We learn from them and we only get better because of them. So any L that I took this year, I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And
That's nice.
honestly, it's just we turning up for 2023.
Yeah.
It's
I
getting
heard you're gonna be
serious.
Yeah, I have a really
2023.
good feeling about 2023 too. It's
Me
nice.
too. I don't know what it is because I feel like each year I kind of go into the year like, kind of like, "Ooh, I don't really
Yeah.
know how this year is gonna go," because I feel
Yeah.
like it drags. January drags every year.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about January. It's probably
Maybe
my
because it's
least favorite
cold.
month.
Yeah, it's like, all right, let's get to February. February for me is like Valentine's Day, Natalia's birthday,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
like a bunch
Literally
of
back
my
to
other
back.
friends' birthday. Because
Yeah.
yeah, literally back to back. But that's what I think of. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't mind February. Oh, and Black History Month.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
true.
come on, let's go. Three things. So January is like, God, like it's only the 13th. Like it takes so
Yeah.
long to leave. But
Yeah. It
anyway,
goes
enough
so
about me and
fast.
my eras. What were your eras and what were your phases throughout this
Yeah.
year?
I'm trying to think. This year was like,
I feel like
oh
you had a
man,
lot of phases, low
a
key.
lot of phases, a lot of highs, a lot of lows.
A lot of
I'm
highs, heavy
I'm
on the
talking
lows.
heavy on the lows, heavy on the high. I feel like it just took me through like a roller
A
coaster in a
roller
way.
coaster. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've probably grown the most I ever have this year, and I just think like I'm very proud of the person I am now, But yeah, there was a lot. Like I think January through March, like you said, I don't really know what was like memorable about that. I'm trying to think. Like I feel like I was trying to enjoy like my last, like I was obviously going through school and stuff. Um, and I was living in Boston, and I feel like I was finally kind of getting out of like, because Ash knows I went through like a pretty a part of my life, like when I was living in Boston, like mentally, like I wasn't really doing that well. So I feel like the beginning of this year, like I was finally starting to get like better and actually like really feel back to myself in a way. But I went through something like really tragic in March. I lost like my grandma, which was probably like one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through so far. So I feel like that kind of um it would like almost like not took me back down, but I feel like it was a very long period of like I don't know, just a lot going on, especially with finishing school. Like I don't know how I did
Mhm.
that. Like I look back, I'm like that was probably one of my biggest achievements was being able to finish graduate school while like going through that cuz that was like a lot in a lot of ways, but yeah, so that
Mhm.
kind of happened and um but obviously like that took like healing and I'm still healing from that and but then time went on and like I graduated and I feel like that was kind of I needed that to happen because finishing school and like graduating was something that like my grandma always prayed for me to finish, so I think
Mhm.
like doing that kind of almost gave me like a peace in a way. Like I know she's kind of looking down on me, like she was helping me like get through these final like weeks and like so that kind of like helped me kind of get out of that. And I'm not saying like I was I mean, it was very, very low moments, and I was still like recording episodes, but I don't know if I was like really talking about it with people. But yeah, the when I once I graduated, like I don't know, it was like a very I don't know, like I just felt I was more at peace with like knowing that she's like in a really good place and that she's always gonna
Mhm.
kind of like watch over me. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, that's all I'm kind of gonna like talk about on that. But yeah, then obviously summer came, not to like jump topics, but
I know, right?
yeah. Well, I mean,
When we say
graduating.
highs and lows, baby,
No,
highs
highs and
and
lows,
lows.
and, like, I think this happens with a lot of people, um, and yeah, I mean, for me, graduating was, like, a very big moment for me just because I mean, I talked about it in one of the episodes, like, I mean, we both didn't get a 2020 graduation, like, so this was really
Yeah,
big for my family and I. It felt really good, it felt like both the graduations I needed, and, like, I look back and I still can't believe I did a master's degree, like, that
I
was
was living
great.
vicariously through you. I was like, that. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I
everyone
know
was looking
Ashley
at me.
went
I'm
so
like, why aren't you screaming free? And the best part is it ties early on because of her last name. So it's
yeah,
really,
yeah,
it kind of sets a tone
yeah,
of like the first people that get called out, like what their family does, kind of sets a tone for what other people are going to do, or if
yeah.
like everyone's just going to be quiet and clap. Oh,
Mhm.
I screamed like I couldn't scream anymore when they said her name. I'm like, yeah, everybody gonna know that's my sister, and yeah, she did that. Even though everyone else is there because a loved one did that too, but I don't care.
Yeah.
It's her moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a really nice moment, and, like, I had family
But
from, like
that's a huge
yeah, it was
achievement.
a really big achievement. I feel like looking back, like, I know, reflect, I'm like in the moment, I was like, "Okay, it is what it is," but, like, I'm very proud of myself, and, like, it just felt really, really good to have, like, my family there and my family from,
Mhm,
like, my cousin who came from Chile, like, it felt really good because like, obviously, like, one of the biggest things I always wanted was, like, my grandma to be there, like, at one of my
mhm.
graduations, and unfortunately, like, that didn't happen, but I don't know, like, I felt her there, and I think that's what was the
Yeah,
most
she
important
was
part,
there.
like yeah, she was there with me, and, like so, yeah, that was a really big milestone. That was kind of a whole I feel like that was, like, almost a different year in a sense, like, because so much has happened. That
Yeah.
was, like, the first 6 months, and then summer was really good because I spent, so much time with my family. Like, this was the first summer that I didn't work. I was studying for like a exam I had to take, which was another big achievement. Thank God I passed that. So I say because I was stressed. But yeah, I was kind of silently studying for that. Ash knew I was studying, but like I wasn't telling anyone because
Yeah.
that was
No, I knew she was studying. I was not gonna bring it up.
Yeah, that was a
I didn't
whole
want to stress her out.
yeah, that whoo
Like, how's the studying going? Not good? No? Okay.
yeah. Um, but yeah, it was so nice, like, those 3, 4 months of just being home with my family was, like, so needed, like, I don't know, like, it just felt so good to be home, like, not do much, like, hang out with my friends, chill, like, that was, like, my era of, like, I'm living life, like, I haven't done this in 2 years,
Yeah.
like, there's been some really lows I've gone through, like, I really need this time with my family, my friends, and we traveled, we did all these things, so, like, that was, like, a whole nice little, like, phase of just, I don't know, enjoying life in a way.
Vibes.
Vibes, yeah. Again, I don't know, I feel like the one thing this year showed me, not to get, like, sentimental, is that we can really go from, like, opposite to opposite, like, there's no like sadness without happiness. You know what I mean? Like you kind of have to feel both of these emotions to realize like the beauty of life. Like if everything was just happy, like as much as like we would all love that if we were just happy all the time. Like I mean, we want to be happy majority of the time, but like I feel
Mhm.
like really high happiness, like we wouldn't even be able to understand if we didn't have these really low lows, you know? And there's
Yeah.
yeah,
You
this year
can't
I
have
feel like really showed me that.
you can't love the sun without the rain or something. Like, I
Yeah.
can't remember what the saying is. I might scrap that shit out, but I
Yeah.
completely understand what you mean. And I learned that a couple years ago. Like, you literally wouldn't be able to appreciate the highs without going through lows,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
So,
and it's sad, like, no one wants to hear that because it's like, no one wants to go through especially low lows, like,
yeah.
it's some of the most hardest times of your life, and I understand that, like, I don't think anyone's being dramatic when they say that, like, especially if you've gone through a really low low, like, you know how it is, but there
Mhm.
it just really shows I know it's so, like, it sounds when you tell this to someone too who's going through that, like, they're gonna be like, "What the heck?" But, like, it really does show the beauty of life, in a way,
Yeah.
because you can't really feel these emotions without these, like, extreme opposites or, like
Opposites. Yeah.
or the love you feel for somebody, like, I don't know, it's crazy, but yeah, that's what this year really showed me, but that was one of my chapters, then obviously moving and this whole kind of, like, segment was, like felt like a whole other, like, year, it really does, like
Yeah.
but yeah, I learned a lot, I feel like I'm more in, like, my healing era now, like, I've always kind of been, but I'm more I don't know, maybe because I'm in a new lifestyle, like, I have, like, a consistent therapist now that, like, I've been seeing for the past few months that's, like, really been helping me through a lot of things. Like I was saying, these low lows this year, but yeah, I don't know, I just feel like I'm, like it feels like a really good way to start 2023, like, I feel very hopeful, I feel surrounded by people that, like, I really care about. I had amazing experiences. Like I feel like this is a different way to end a year than how 2021 and 2020 were obviously cuz like that was just like emotionally it was just so much because of like everything that was going on and
Mhm.
I feel like there wasn't enough like again, we didn't have those high highs. It was just everything just felt mundane and the same in a way like
Yeah.
so I ended every year I'm like almost in a way like you feel like you wasted a year and but you didn't. Looking back, you grew a lot, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's the thing also, yeah, but like the end of the year, it's like I don't know, maybe I wasn't as optimistic as I am now. I feel like maybe this year I've become more optimistic than I was in
Mhm.
previous years, but a lot of years I would look back and I'd be like, "Damn, what did I even do this year?" Another year went by,
Yeah.
and some people feel like this on their birthday too, like another
Mhm.
year went by and I don't really have anything to show for it, like am I really
Yeah.
even going to remember this year? And luckily this year I'm looking back and I'm like, "Damn, I did a good amount of stuff." I didn't do
Yeah.
everything that I said I wanted to do, but you know what? At least the things that I did do, I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters. But
Yeah.
yeah, I completely get it sucks because if you do, there's years where it's not going to be like this. It's
Right.
not always, it's going to be more lows than highs.
Yeah,
And
and that
sometimes those years
happens.
you look back and think, damn, this year kind of sucked. But
Yeah. Well, I
I
think it's
think
also the time
any,
frame we look at it too, like,
exactly.
just like that year, but, like, I don't know, time is weird in general, like how we make this
Don't
set.
even get us
Yeah,
don't get
don't
us
even get us
started
into
on
time
the
conversation.
time isn't linear. And I'm just
Yeah,
gonna leave it with that. I'm not gonna say anything else. You could Google that. And if you
yeah,
need more information, go on Al Gore's internet and chat with him
yeah.
about that. But yeah, other than that,
I'm
so
excited
what
for
would you? This
2026.
is your healing era. Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
like
feel in a
that.
very I don't know what this area is, but I just feel very like I don't know. I feel really like just happy with someone like the progress I've made with my own healing in general. And I feel like, everyone has their own healing journey. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, definitely contributes to having a therapist. Definitely contributes to really taking time for myself lately and starting a new chapter, starting kind of fresh. Like, yeah, feels really good. And I'm excited to start 2023. Like, I think also because of the lessons that were learned this year. I know we keep saying that's a joke, but like, there was just so much that happened. And like, so many events to learn from that I feel like I'm at an age where I'm like really taking these events and learning from them in the best way possible
Yeah,
so like I can move forward and like I don't know, make not better decisions but like I don't know, everything is important. Helps you
just
grow
maybe
as a
just handle
person,
situations
handle
better.
situations differently, yeah.
You know.
Um
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel really good, and I really am excited for 2023. Like I think there's a lot of great things happening and yeah.
Me too. I'm really excited. I mean, honestly, I'm not writing off December. I mean, I'm
Oh, yeah,
going
we have
in with
so much.
December. You know, a lot of
Right,
people like to write off December. Like,
right.
I'm starting now, babe. I'm not even waiting until 2023. I'm going crazy right now.
Yeah,
I'm using December as a month to genuinely plot for
yeah,
the next year, and doing the stuff that I need to do so that when 2023 comes around, because January 1st is literally right around the corner, I'm ready to go,
yeah, and I think there is
period.
yeah, I think having prepping yourself and, like December is a beautiful month in my opinion, like, I love December. There's something about this month. I think it's because I love Christmas. I love being that time with holidays. I love the holiday season, like and I love, like you said, like, just taking that end of the year kind of activities in a way, like I don't know, there's a lot of end of the year activities. Ash is also coming next weekend, so we got a little end of the year celebration.
Child, we gonna see what that's gonna be about.
Yeah.
Cause
But yeah, a lot of
anyway,
exciting things
yeah,
coming. That was kind of our recap of the year. I don't really have much. I'm
yeah, I
again,
don't
I'm
really.
very happy with like the decisions we made. Like I feel like we both grew so much this year. For the
Yeah, I
podcast and
agree.
ourselves, like mentally, spiritually, physically, like I don't know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
I hope
think we've learned a lot about ourselves as well,
right. We learned a lot about ourselves. And I think that's
which
also
is
why I keep
super
saying I'm in
important.
my healing era because I feel like I'm learning so much about myself that I didn't really know. But yeah, I hope everyone else who was listening, like reflecting, like can see their different phases or eras they had during this year. And like,
Yeah,
I hope everyone else has, can look back. Even if it wasn't your best year, it's okay. Like that happens to everyone. But at least maybe you
but
learned something,
any
grew.
year above ground and healthy, and
Right.
you
That was
know,
another
I
thing. Being grateful for, like, just the little things. That this year really taught me that.
this year
S
I
just the smallest things, like,
literally the small, like
smallness that we take for granted, like
it's so crazy. Like it's literally so crazy because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what? I think like me and my parents got into an argument or something. I'm
yeah,
like, you know what? At least I'm able to have an argument with them. You know how
yeah,
many people wish they could argue with their parents one more
yeah.
time?
That's
You
very
know,
true.
like I've been so I don't know, toward mainly towards the end of the year. I think I've been like more really like grateful for just like the little things, you
Yeah,
know?
very
I
little
think it's because I
moments.
kind of had more time to acknowledge the little things. And I don't know, I just think we've grown so much
Yeah, I think we have, and I think
in such a positive way. And I'm really proud of both of
I
us.
am, and you know what? Also this year I know I'm sorry, this is the last thing. And kind of going into that, like, I feel like I really learned, like, what actually makes me happy. And it's really these small things that life gives you that we kind of take for granted every day. Like, I know we say like going on these big trips or doing these big things make us granted, but like make us happy, but like they obviously do. But there's small things
Hmm.
we do every single day, like you know, just a nice day, going for a walk, spending time with my family, like a simple phone call or something like that. Like I don't know. I just think when you start reflecting on that, like your life will improve when you start actually practicing gratitude to the very small things that like
I'm
it
telling
does.
you, it seriously change. It changes the game
Hmm.
because then you're not so pessimistic all the time about things that you wish you done or things that you didn't do. I mean,
Hmm.
that's me as a Virgo.
Yeah.
I'll just put it on that. But I'm very critical and I
Right.
can't help myself. But the moment I start practicing like gratitude, it's like you, okay, I feel like when you start practicing gratitude, everything that you've been manifesting and asking for slowly starts coming to you
Yes.
because you're appreciating what you already have. And when you're appreciating what you already have, then more blessings can come to
Right.
you.
And if it makes you
But
feel good, like
exactly. And until you start appreciating what you have now, just because, like, I know end of the year, some people may not be, in some aspects of my life, I'm not where I want to be, you know?
mhm,
Like, that's real. Other aspects I am. But when you start appreciating where you are, and, even though you might not be in the predicament that you want to be in, appreciating the small things, like, okay, you know what? I have a roof over my head. I have food in my fridge. The little things,
right.
like, then you'll start seeing more blessings come your way. It's all about
Yeah.
being grateful, man.
And
I'm
you'll just
telling
enjoy
you,
life more, I feel.
exactly.
And
Like,
like
you
it is
won't
hard
have to feel
sometimes.
like, oh, everything's not going my way. Like,
Right.
when you realize that there are things that are working in your favor, there
Right.
are things to be grateful for,
Yeah.
then you start being more happy about,
Mhm.
the life that you have.
Yeah. And I think like even on your worst days too, like it is hard to do, I will admit, like when just your day is going to shit. Just in general, there are time periods for people where like it just feels like horrible that life
The
isn't
world's
getting better
against you,
possibly.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, even taking there's something every person can be grateful for. And I know that's hard for some people to
Air,
do.
breath,
Air,
breathing,
waking up, like
vision,
having
anything,
a like you
like,
said, having a roof over your head, even if you saw your friend, someone waving at you, being able to like be free, walk freely on the like there's just things that like I don't know, we take for granted so much.
so much.
I think if you take the time and sit and reflect for just the basic things that you have that genuinely give you a good quality of life, even if you like had coffee with a friend, appreciating those small things, um
Exactly.
Yeah. But in general, overall, practice gratitude. I think we'll continue to do that every year. I think, um,
Yeah, this year definitely taught me
yeah,
that, like, a lot.
yeah, a lot
So,
of lessons learned. We'll leave it at that.
lessons learned. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, we should jump to our put you on segment, our last one for 2023. I wish we kind of like did a recap of our music this year, but we do have a little something for you guys.
you
Especially
know
since
since
we went
since
on
we're
a
taking a break
hiatus.
again. Yeah, a little hiatus.
We're making a playlist. This was something we know we've been mentioning it, but we're going to make a playlist, one a holiday themed one because the holidays are coming up. We want you guys to listen to our bops that we've been putting on.
Yeah.
Um, and then we're going to be doing one just accumulating all of our 2022 put you on segment. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if we're gonna like keep this or start a new one. I'm not sure. We're gonna discuss that, but there'll be a put you on segment playlist that you guys can listen to all of our songs that we've mentioned. Because I know it's hard. Like I think we were trying to figure out how you can add music to the podcast and
Yeah.
stuff. Um, but it's
But with
it's it's
copyright and
copyright issues, and like I know it's hard for people to like click the links, and like sometimes you put the music on the story so you can kind of hear on Instagram. But we want you guys to know the music and listen to it. Maybe you might not like all of them, but there might be a song that pops out to you. So
or even, like, you're like, "Oh man, I know they mentioned that one Larry June song."
Yeah,
You
go
could
check
go
it.
in the playlist and type Larry June, and all the Larry
Right,
June
yep,
songs
and
that
all of
I've
them will
mentioned
pop
will
up,
pop
yeah.
up.
So, you'll have a
So
little something to listen to, yeah, we got an eclectic music taste, so it's gonna be we've mentioned some songs.
yeah, I
There
don't.
might be some
You can
random ones
risk
today.
it with the shuffle.
You can risk it with shuffle, but we got bops. I feel like we have good music
We
taste
got
both
Bob's. We
ways.
have yeah.
But yeah, anyway,
I'd
so
say
back to this. I there's a lot I want to discuss in this put you on segment, and I feel like it's okay because sometimes I feel like we're rushed at the end to like do a put you on segment because we're like we want to
Mhm.
like we don't want to go on for too long, but we said it was going to be a longer episode because we haven't given you guys an episode in a while, so
Exactly.
it's
We're
okay.
giving y'all content to last
Yeah.
till the end of the year, babe. Sorry.
So the first thing I want to talk about is Spotify Wrapped, really quick.
Ciao.
Or Apple whatever replay. It's Spotify Wrapped. I'm sorry, Team Spotify. I know we only put Spotify links. Should we be more inclusive to Apple Music? Let us know. I don't have an Apple Music
Yeah, let
account,
us. Yeah, me neither.
but I
I'm a
just want to
Spotify
discuss
girl.
it, like what your top music was and like artists, and we can discuss like what mine was and stuff. And like if it was what you predicted and in general, and like what I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go to mine.
Yeah, let me pull up mine.
So basically, I'm
Go
thoroughly
through. You can go through all of like your Let's just go through the whole thing, like top genres, top artists, top
okay.
songs.
Okay. So basically, um, first of all, me trying to get my wrapped, I was like, because back in the day, they used to send you an email about the wrapped,
Yeah, they
and
need
you
to
had to
make
click
them
the
more
link.
user friendly because I was trying to get my
They
mom to look at her Wrapped and she couldn't find it.
But they used to do that. So I'm over here. I'm like, oh, everyone's posting their wrapped already. I'm like, so where's my email at? And then I'm like, what email's attached to my Spotify?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I go to open the app and it's right there. I'm like, see,
Yeah, but then if you look at
I
it
need to.
once, then sometimes the first day was kind of glitching. Like
No,
you
it's
couldn't.
it's right. It's in your
Yeah,
home.
I know, but like the first day, if you opened it once, like it was hard to find it
I
again.
was
Now it's
gone.
there. Yeah, it was weird,
Oh, okay.
but
But yeah. So when I finally found it, I was like, okay, yeah, it's time. It's time for that.
yeah.
Um, I explored 50 genres. Didn't even know there
Okay.
was 50 genres. My number one is rap, which
Okay.
honestly makes
That makes
sense.
sense.
And also I just want to put that um the beginning of the year I was working and I was working out a lot more.
Mhm.
So
That does change
I
like what you're
listened to
doing. Yeah.
I listened to music way more earlier in the year than I feel like I mean and now versus like in between like March and
Hmm.
probably like June when we went on the trip, like I was listening to mainly podcasts then because I didn't have to like talk to anyone or anything. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like I was confused because I feel like this summer I was bumping, but whatever. So my
Yeah.
first category is my genre is rap. Second is R&B. My third is trap Latino,
I'm
hmm,
cracking up. That makes sense though.
which beat
That was on
dance
a lot of
hall,
people's.
which is
That's
shocking because
oh my god,
I'm
that beat dance hall.
yeah beat
Okay.
dance hall and Afro pop. So
Okay.
um,
Interesting.
okay, so yeah, those were my genres. Which the trap Latino, I'm like, I'm shocked that wasn't one.
That has me done.
To be fair, because I've been bumping, but
Oh god.
um, they said I started with I didn't get this
Those were funny. Those
the
little start
hype
your day
mellow
with.
lit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what are you talking about? But I'm skipping that one because I thought that was stupid.
Yeah.
um, and then let's see, I listened to 36,497 minutes,
Okay.
which I don't know how much that is. That's more than 86% of the other listeners in the United States, which the tie is always higher than me, but whatever. Um,
I'm weak.
and then my number one played song is True Love by Wizkid, which
I
is
knew it was
one of
gonna
my
be a
favorite
Wizkid song. Yeah.
Wizkid songs. I
Yeah.
played it 136 times with the most listens on September 15th. Child, I don't know what I was going through September 15th. I was in my bag, clearly.
I'm weak.
Um, and then let's see. Then I played 1900 songs basically. And then let's see. My top song was True Love by Wizkid. My second song was Freak in You by Party Next Door.
Okay.
Third song was Price of Fame by Brent Fayez. Fourth was Me Porto Bonito by Bad Bunny. And then five was Organic Adjustments by Larry June.
Okay.
All of which I'm pretty sure I put will
Yeah.
be on the playlist that we make, because
Yeah.
I'm sure I've mentioned these.
Yeah.
Um, the Party Next Door one, okay. I'm really shocked it's only one Bad Bunny song. I swear to God.
Yeah.
But we move. I've listened to 784 artists this year.
Wow, that's a lot of artists.
Um, but Larry June was my number one,
Oh my
which I
god.
was completely shocked
Yeah, I
about
thought it was gonna be
because
Wizkid.
I thought it was going to be Bad Bunny because I'm not kidding. That album has seen me.
I'm
Like,
weak.
seriously. So
Yeah, I
I
don't know
was
how they do the calculations really, but
I'm so shocked. It says that I've spent 3,952 minutes listening to Larry June. I was in the top 0.1% of Larry June listeners this year.
that's pretty good.
Call it a flex. Which I swear to God, I was so shocked. Um, that he was my number one. Granted,
Yeah.
beginning of the year, I was bumping Larry June when I was working out every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was working
That
out
was he
twice a
was on
day.
our first Put You On segment, I remember.
Yeah. Um, and then let's see, my top artist was Larry June. Second was Drake. Third was Bad Bunny. Fourth was Wizkid. Fifth was Chris Brown. I was looking at the list. I'm like, some of these should be rearranged, but
Yeah.
we move because
Wizkid
I'm
was
like,
he wasn't on it?
he was fourth. He
Oh,
was
fourth.
below Bad Bunny. I'm like, wow, okay, must
It's
have
funny.
Bad Bunny was seeing me this year. But yeah, I think that's
That might
basically it,
also be
right?
part
Yeah.
of me too, because every time Ash had the aux, I had to cue.
Well, no, but the thing is, the new album, I'm not
I think
lying,
because we
and that
listened
album
to it
came out
so
in
much on
May.
our trips.
That album came out in May.
That
So
was
I've
also
been
late.
bumping
That's
that.
half a year, though, if you think
That's
about
what
it.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I'm shocked. I'm really shocked Bad Bunny isn't higher because I think after we went to okay, so beginning of the year I wasn't really listening to Bad Bunny that much. Then we went to the first concert.
Hmm.
First concert, I'm like, yeah, turn me up. Turn me up. Let me
Yeah,
put that
yeah,
Bad
yeah.
Bunny on. So I was listening to Bad Bunny a lot more, like his
Hmm.
old stuff, while I was like working out because every beginning of the year I go through like a little workout phase. It's weird. I should
Yeah.
have put that as one of my eras, my workout
Yeah, you
era
did.
from January to March, and then after that is I cut ties. But
Mhm.
yeah, I was listening to a lot of Bad Bunny then, so I'm shocked he's only number three. But I mean, I get it. I guess compared to Drake, because Drake dropped a project this year. When did Certified Lover Boy come out? Last year, end
This
of
year.
last year, right?
This year.
It was this year.
He dropped 3 albums this year, which I got some comments on Drake in general.
No, it came out 2021. It was early. It
Why
was
was it
late
ranked
last
best
year.
album for something? You're
It
right, it
came
did.
out September 3rd, 2021.
Okay, yeah, you're
But I
right.
was still listening to that. Then he dropped that Honestly Never
Honestly,
Mind,
never
which
mind.
let's really talk about that real quick. I don't like how people sleep on that album because I've been listening to it again lately
I think it's
and
a
he
great
has
album.
some bangers
I think it's
on
a
there.
great album. I think it's fire.
And then he dropped Her Loss with 21 Savage, which I've been listening to a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I just
haven't
have it on
listened
in the
to it.
background.
And I don't know if
Drops
I'm going
mic.
to. I don't know if I'm going to either, but maybe.
I
I don't
get
know.
it. I mean, there's a couple songs on there that I actually like. I really like, so I
I
listen to
think
those.
yeah, I
I
think
don't
he's
think it's like his
talented.
best, but
Yeah, I got my 2 cents, but I'll wait to say it at the end, but
but yeah. Basically, I'm
yeah.
just shocked by the. I'm shocked. Larry June was my number one. I'm not gonna lie.
I yeah,
That
I
threw
thought
me off.
Wizkid was gonna be your number 1.
I know,
I thought Wizkid, Larry June.
but you know what it is? It's because I was listening to the WizKid mix on YouTube.
Yeah,
It wasn't on Spotify, so and like that happens a lot. Like Natalia knows, I'm more of a visual
yeah,
girl, so like if a song has a music video, like 9 times out of 10, I'll be and that, like, comes on shuffle on my Spotify, I'm like, you know what? If I'm able to, I'll just watch the video because I love watching, like,
Mhm.
music videos. So that's they did, like, one for YouTube too, like a YouTube music one.
Oh, really?
I didn't look at it. Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't look at it.
I should look at that. I don't know what I it's gonna
Yeah,
be
they
like
have the recap.
meditation music, honestly.
Me, brown
It's
noise.
gonna be yeah. Frequency, what is it, like 3 something? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but they did a whole thing. I didn't even, like,
I heard
do
they
it.
should have did a rap for the videos you watch.
Mine's J. Cole, though, on that.
Well, that was a good rap though.
But yeah, I'm just shocked by some of the I was like,
I
Larry
was
J
shocked. Yeah. Mine, I was
I'm really shocked Bad Bunny was not, like, at least second, because when I say I listen to Bad Bunny every single day now, like, every day,
yeah.
like, since that album came out,
Yeah.
I listen to one Bad Bunny song at least once a day. You know what it is also? I really love his videos because
His
his
videos
videos are
are
actually, like,
really
really good.
good. His videos are
And,
good.
like, I think a couple of days ago, I went on, like, a binge, like, I just watched, like, a bunch of his videos. But
Yeah, he has some
majority of the times, if I wanna listen to Bad Bunny, I'll put on the music video because
his
I
music
love watching
videos are
it.
good, yeah.
But, yeah, so basically that's my Wrapped. We'll
Nice.
see what next year's bringing. I'm also shocked because Nipsey Hussle was my top for, like, I think, like, 3 to 4 years in a row, like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So he's not even on the list, which you know what it is? It's because they didn't put out he hasn't been on any new music lately.
Yeah.
So it's just like it just sucks. Like if they
Yeah.
dropped like a post I forget how you say that album after like they pass
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, he would have been number one. But it's like me listening to all his old music now, slowly getting back into it. 'Cause he had a
Mhm.
lot of music too. So, but yeah, that's my top. Larry June.
I'm weak. I'm
I
trying to
need.
find mine from
So
last
now
year.
I gotta go to a Larry June concert. It's only right.
True. I'm
That's
weak.
my goal to go to a concert for each of those top. I went
Yeah,
to Bad Bunny already.
I'm done. Yeah,
Larry June, you on my list.
I'm weak. Let me see
But
mine
yeah,
from last
what
year.
is yours wrapped?
Mine's low key kind of funny because I'm like, what? Like, it wasn't what I okay, and obviously, like, it was somewhat what I predicted, but someone was like, okay. So
Facts.
my morning started with passionate, chill, romantic, and something else. I'm like, okay. I mean, I do listen to very chill vibes in in the morning. Sometimes I listen to like meditation music on my radio.
Passionate though?
Yeah, passion, hopeless
Okay.
romantic, and then I ended my day. I seize the day with hype, lit, laid back. I'm like, okay. Then ended the day with chill, calm, relaxing.
Highs and lows.
Highs and lows. That
Highs
doesn't
and
sound like me though. So
lows.
I listen to so much music now that I work. Like I listen to music all day. Okay, this
Yeah.
is all that listening up. I listened to 43,846 minutes, which is more than 90% of listeners in the United States. I think it was about how much I had last year with one song that was Love at First Sight, which I was like, if this isn't my number one, this isn't accurate. I
Yeah.
wasn't even going to listen to. And it was Ficto by Bad Bunny, which let me just tell you, I don't even think they had the number right of how many times I listened to the song. They said I only listened to it 91 times. I think it must have been because I was listening to it either on other devices, YouTube or something,
Yeah.
because especially on May 23rd, I don't know what I was going through on May 23rd, but Ficto is one of my
Vibes.
favorite Bad Bunny songs, I think, to this day. I don't know. Beats every song.
I think, yeah, I like that song even more because of you. I don't know. Every time I
I
hear that song, I think of you.
yeah, I just love that song. I don't know what it is about the song. He
May
put
23rd was a
passionate.
Monday, so I don't know what you're going through.
Yeah, I don't know what the I was doing. Yeah.
But he did drop that album in
He dropped
May.
May. I swear to God, this is all I listen. I mean, I still listen to this album like every day, but May, I swear to God, that's all I listen to. But
Yeah.
anyways, top 5 songs. I didn't expect this, but I kind of did. They were all from the same album, Un Verano Sin Ti, which was kind of funny, low key. So I was like, okay. But again, I said on the podcast, the album was on repeat every day since May. I still listen to it, especially in May. I would listen to it multiple times a day. Like, I love this album. I would die that this album is my favorite album of all time. Like, I think it's the most versatile album I don't know, my own opinion. But anyways, first song, Efecto, second song, Me Porto Bonito, third song, Moscow Mule, four, Un Ratito, and five, Neverita, which just kind of gives like, a glimpse of like my
Love that
top
song.
five songs of that. I love every song
Yeah.
on the album, but these songs just do something for me. Me
Hmm.
Porto Bonito, like I wish it didn't get so overplayed. I feel like it got like very like it's same with like I love Titi Me Preguntó too, but like I can't listen to it as much because I feel like it's like everywhere now. Um,
See, me, I feel like I ruined it for myself early, so now I'm able to listen to it again. Like
yeah, I think it's
I
just it's
went
been
through the phase where
viral
I'm like, I
for
cannot
too long
hear it.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And same with Me Porto Bonito, like I don't know, but they're still really great songs. But yeah, so there's that, and then let me see my next one. You can't. Oh. You listen to 2,665 artists.
Damn.
I don't know how I listen to that many artists, but again, now that like I listen to such versatile music because I have to change up the music during the day. Like I listen to random ass playlists. Like you would actually crack up. But
Yeah. Yeah.
obviously Bad Bunny was my top with 8,107 minutes. I'm in the top 0.5% of listeners. So again, album on repeat. So
Hey, talk about a diehard fan, am I right?
but
We
I
got
do
point
have a
five here, point one
it
here,
almost like I like obviously, like, I love Bad Bunny, don't get me wrong, but I was like, "Ugh, I just love so much of the music too, like, this isn't, like, all I listen to, but he is my top, like, I love him. But anyways, my
Yeah.
top 5 artists now this is where it came to shock me. Obviously, Bad Bunny was 1. Drake was
It's always the
2.
top artists that
Yeah,
confuse me. I'm
well,
like,
I mean, I get the top art Bad Bunny was, like if it wasn't my top, I would've said
well, top five. I mean,
top
top
5,
five.
yeah, but 2 was Drake. I'm like, "Okay," like, okay, I haven't
I
even
really think they just put Drake for
I
everyone.
this is what I have.
I
I
saw a
have a
TikTok about that.
conspiracy on Drake because I was talking to it with someone, like one of my other friends who like posted theirs, and they were like, "I don't know why Drake's up here." Like, and I'm like, literally, I thought this last year when he showed up. I was like, I listened to him, but there's other artists I listen to way more than Drake. Like,
Hmm.
I the only album I really listened to him of his this year was honestly Nevermind song, and maybe some old songs, but like I didn't even give his new album a chance. Um, but okay, 3 was Justin Bieber.
That's the best one to me.
No, that one had me in tears. I'm like, again, Bieber, belieber forever. You know what I mean?
Belieber forever,
I
babe.
love Jay Beebs, love him, love Justin, but I don't know how that came up because I don't even know. Like, I mean, recently, like when we went on our trip, we were listening to him, and like, I listened to him like maybe every like few months, but it's not someone I put on consistently. So I'm like wondering if it was because we like listened to him a lot like these past few weeks when we were putting him on. I don't know how we showed up because it's not like he dropped like a new album this year, did he?
They probably saw like they saw. Oh, she's not listening to Bad Bunny. Okay, put him on the list. Put him
Yeah,
on
because
the
I was
list.
like, I haven't even gone to his Christmas album yet. Like, I'd get that if it was like end of December. I was really
Yeah.
confused by that one, I will say. Still love him. Like, I'm not like upset at it, but I'm like, I don't know why he's 3. Then 4 was this artist Fade. I've mentioned him on here.
Hmm.
One of my favorite art. He just, I love him. I thought he was gonna be 2, honestly. And then 5 was Mora, who was another artist I really, really like, who I listened to a lot. But there was artists that like I listened to so much this year. Like I feel like I listened to a lot of Carol G. I thought she was gonna be up here. The other artists I mentioned recently, like um Carrion,
Hmm.
like I thought he was gonna be up there. There's like other artists, but like I don't know. I was kind of shocked. But again, I think the Drake one annoys me because I feel like it's not accurate. Or maybe because he's featured on songs. I don't know why he pops up every year.
Yeah, I don't know. And also, I don't know what the Justin Bieber one because if they take into account December of last year, because they put our raps out November 30th.
Right. It might be December.
So I'm wondering if, yeah, because if
It
you're
was
playing
the
the
album.
Christmas album, that's the
Yeah,
only Christmas
I'm
album I'd be
genuinely
bumping for
curious
real.
because I'm not embarrassed of listening to Justin Bieber. Like, I love Justin Bieber, but
Yeah.
like, if I would admit it, if I was listening to him, like, and I feel like we went through this period, we went through all of his old songs, like on our recent trip, and like I've listened to a few
Yeah,
since.
but that wasn't like
Yeah, and then I don't even think I
enough to
like.
boost him up to number
Right,
3.
there was maybe a handful of songs I liked of his, but like for my music taste of this year, like it almost kind of. not bothered me that he was there, but just I feel like it wasn't a reflection of what I listened to this year. Because I really
Yeah.
like dove deep into a lot of artists and they didn't show. So that's what like I'm kind of interested in. Like I don't know if Spotify Wrapped is really that accurate, you know. And I
I
feel like
don't
a lot
think
of
it is.
people
I
are
think they
saying
just
that
use a
this year.
general I think they're just using a general formula or something.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so too.
when it's not really I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't know. I
I agree though, because there's some artists where I'm like, when are you calculating this from?
yeah, that's how I'm
Because
confused.
if you're incorporating last December and then this year, I see why. Okay, Bad Bunny probably wouldn't be at the top, or like
Hmm.
Wizkid wouldn't be at the top. Because last year I was bumping like Drake. I think a lot of more rap,
Hmm.
but the way that I've been listening to reggaeton like
Yeah,
recently, like I'm shocked that's only like the number third, like the number three genre. Like
yeah,
I'm
that's
shocked it's
true.
not second. Like I don't know. It's just I'm
Yeah,
very
it was
because
really
I know what I'm listening to.
well. That's the thing. Also, yeah, I feel like you know your
You know what I mean?
own. And I'm not at the point where I have to lie about my music. Like I listen to a lot of like I listen to very eclectic music taste. Like I will say, mainly I listen to like reggaeton and like trap Latino was the top. Well, I guess I'll get to the next one of what it says like my top thing is in general. I spent 2,233 minutes listening to podcasts.
I'm done.
Um.
Yeah, I barely listened to podcasts this year.
Oh, really?
I haven't
I
listened
listen
to a
to a
lot.
lot, but I think that's just me. Might be my commute. Oh, my top. So my top genres. Um. Okay, trap Latino. Second was rap. Third was alternative R&B. Four was pop, and five was lo-fi beats. Just so funny because I listen to
Not
lo-fi.
lo-fi.
Lo-fi beats I listen to so much when like I need to focus or I need to study. But that
Yeah.
I got the genres also confused me because I listen to a lot of Afro beats music, and I thought that was at least gonna like make an appearance somewhere.
You know what's throwing me off is because I know for a fact I listen to more Wizkid than you. No shade.
Yeah, yeah,
But
no,
you got that email for
yeah.
the tickets and I didn't.
You didn't get it.
No, I did not get it.
That's
I'm like,
interesting.
because I was like, oh, okay, like you were like, oh, let me forward it to you. I'm like, oh, okay. I was looking to see if I already had it, so I
Maybe it
just
went to your
was gonna
spam.
click it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was
I
weird.
don't
Yeah,
think
no, you
so.
do listen to more. I listened to Wizkid. I listened to Afro beats, but yeah, I was shocked that like I got that. I got an email for the tickets. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just shocked because I listened to. I have a whole Afro beats playlist that I listen to.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a whole reggaeton playlist
Yeah, and I
that
play
I
this at
listen to
least once a
daily.
week. At
I
least.
play it
Yeah,
daily.
and the fact that they said pop, I'm like, there's a pop song that like gets thrown in there every once in a while, but I'm like, what is considered
But I
pop
think
at this
it's
point?
okay. That's what I was just about to say.
I
Like,
think it's
what
just
are
like the
they
top 100
categorizing
songs.
as?
Because I guess like Bad
Yeah,
Bunny could be considered pop because his songs were
pop.
like, yeah,
It's popular,
yeah,
but we know what they make pop. So,
yeah.
yeah.
And second being
Anyway,
rap also really confused me because I don't listen to rap much anymore.
yeah, you don't listen to that much
Like
rap.
I used, if this was maybe last year, the year before, like okay, rap being number two, okay, but I don't listen to like rap much anymore. So I don't know
Yeah,
why that was.
that's
That's why I was like, it's accurate. Like the Bad Bunny part and like some of the artists that were up there. And like obviously, like I listened to my 2022 playlist already. A lot of those songs, I was like, okay. But the best part was Justin Bieber was in my top, and there was like one of his songs in my 2022 playlist.
yeah, that's
That's
why
what
I'm
I'm
like,
like. And then Drake, there was like three songs out of the 100. I'm like, because every other song I was like, oh, yep, I remember the phase I went through listening to this. Yeah, I listened to this.
yeah,
And
exactly.
then like I was like, where are these songs that people are saying like why are they my top artists? I don't know.
I agree.
I
I
didn't like I
agree.
wasn't mad at like any of the it was just interesting. It just makes you like wonder like how what the does it actually reflect what your music is? But yeah. But yeah, that was Spotify Wrapped. Should we just jump into quickly our music? We got a lot of music.
Yeah.
I might cut it
So,
down to
well,
just like my top six songs right now or something. We'll add the rest of the playlist.
yeah. I can't remember what I put for the
Cause so
last
much
one.
just let's just be like but like a lot of stuff dropped between the last time we spoke.
Yeah.
It would have been good to
Yeah.
actually just record a put you on segment in between like each week because like so
Literally.
much stuff was dropping.
Yeah. Um for me, so Metro Boomin actually just dropped
Yeah.
a album. And one of the songs
What song is it?
it's the crossover that I didn't know I needed. So it's called Creepin',
Oh my god,
with The
that's on
Weeknd and
mine. I
21
was
Savage.
literally gonna bring that up.
First of all, let me just have a moment real quick because he sampled one of my
Yeah.
basically covered one of my favorite songs of all time. I don't want to know,
Yeah.
which is literally
And he killed
I
it.
I sing that song like randomly
Yeah, you do
all the
listen to it
time.
a lot too. I've
You
heard you
know, I love that. You know what it is? It's because when I was a kid, when that song came out, I was so I remember watching the music video to it, and I think that was like raining or something. You know how like dramatic like
Yeah,
R
yeah,
and
yeah,
B
like the music is
music
back in
is.
like their
Yeah, the music.
settings, yeah.
Yeah, dramatic. But I remember it was raining, so I think my mom was like driving me somewhere. Like I was like 4. You know, I'm in the back
Yeah.
seat with my in the car seat, and it came on the radio. I think, and it was raining, and I was like pretending I was in the music video.
I'm
The
done.
back
Not
seat.
I don't that's
Yeah,
the most dramatic
the
song.
slow, the hand on
The
the
hand
window
going down the
slowly.
window. Yeah, like
So and also it's just a fire song, and I've
that
always loved that
song,
song since
I
a
listened
kid.
to it last night. I was just like laying on my couch just listen. I was like,
Oh, it's
this
babe,
song.
it's on
I had it
repeat.
on
So
repeat
yeah.
like today. Yeah.
Yeah, I played it today too. So
That was yeah,
um
fire song.
that's been like the main song off that album that I haven't even finished
I
the whole
haven't
album,
finished the album, but yeah, that was
but that song, I didn't even get to that song. I think I saw it on
I
TikTok or
saw it on
something.
TikTok last night. When did
Yeah.
the album drop?
It dropped on Friday.
Okay,
Like,
because I saw it like either yesterday or the day before. Someone was like, "Oh, you should listen to this song." I was like, "Okay."
and I heard it, I was like, I know that's not who I think it is
Yeah.
singing what I think it is. So yeah, it had me shook.
Yeah.
It has me in a chokehold. Um, and also, since we've been taking a break, I've been on my weekend vibe lately. Like
I'm
I've been
weak.
going back into like the
He's
weekend
old. Okay.
phase, his old stuff.
Yeah.
He 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 has so many bangers, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he does.
seriously, like
I
I feel
think
like
this
people
song
forget this song he ate
this song made me realize I need to get back into The Weeknd
in the
because
weekend. Yep.
we've mentioned before, me and Ash both were like old The Weeknd fans, and we kind of like his new music didn't really resonate with us as much. But this song, for some reason, it just gave me like old The Weeknd. I'm like, I need to dive back in. I
Yeah.
might even like some of his new music. I need to give it a chance because he eats.
Yeah. Facts. I was listening to Coming Down
What album
from
is
the
that?
Trilogy by the Weekend.
Oh, that whole album. I forgot
It's
the names
been
of the songs, but I just know
no, he has bops. Like I've been going
Bob's.
through my little, and especially like now. Like now is the time to get like
Yeah, the winter.
wintertime. I feel like is like
January, this
the
is gonna hit.
weekend, party next door,
Yeah,
like old Drake, like
yeah.
vibes. So that I've been listening to that recently.
Mhm.
There's this song called Zero Tolerance. I think it came out. It's not a new song, but it has Nipsey Hussle on it. Pac-Man the Gunman. Forget who else is on it, but great song.
Okay, nice.
Um, there's a song trending on TikTok. It's called Bad Bitches by Official Breezy.
Okay.
I like it, and I'm probably gonna make a TikTok to it.
I'm weak.
Um, and then that one artist, I think I did mention Skeety. I think it's Skeety. I think,
Okay.
but he dropped a song called Weekdays. Fire.
Is it good?
And then today I was listening to Barris Hammond because I just wanted to go back to my little reggae vibe, low key. I've been giving
Okay.
reggaeton too much of my love,
Yeah.
okay? Because my parents are like, "What is wrong with you? You don't even speak
They do have
Spanish."
similar, like they're all
No, they're
kind of
basically the
rooted from
same.
the same thing, but yeah.
Well, they're rooted from like dance hall.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but this isn't really. It's like it's not. Barris Hammond isn't like dance hall. It's like more
Yeah,
reggae,
chill,
like
yeah.
love song,
Mhm.
chill. Song's called "They Gonna Talk."
Uh, I feel like
A hood classic, a Jamaican classic, a reggae classic. Barris Hammond, that's one person. I need to go to like a reggae concert
Yeah.
where it's like classic, like old school reggae. Because
Mhm.
that's what because I saw a TikTok today, or it was today, and it was like one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, like back in the day when your parents used to play this song and like you were annoyed, but like now you play the song while
Yeah,
you're like cleaning and it's a vibe.
I see that a
The
lot.
problem with me is I was never annoyed. Like anytime my dad put on like reggae, like Sanchez, Barris Hammond, like
Mhm.
anybody like Damian Marley, Bob Marley, never a problem. I was bumping. I loved it. So now as I get older, it's just growing, and I'm slowly going back to it because I've been on my reggaeton kick lately. Like this year, I've learned more Spanish than ever
I'm weak.
thanks to Bad Bunny, which some of these songs, child, I'm like, y'all nasty. Over here
Yeah.
translating, I'm like, wow, I didn't even know you could say that. That's pretty creative. But
Yeah.
yeah, so basically those are the couple songs that I have. I mean, anything else we'll put it on the playlist for at
Yeah.
least on my
A
side,
lot of
I
songs will probably
think.
put on the playlist.
Oh, okay. Let me say a couple more. Um Spin About You by Drake, yeah. I'm gonna let that rock. That's off the new album. That
Okay.
one, um Rich Flex. I love that song.
Okay.
And Circle Local. Those are my favorite ones off that album.
Okay.
Also, there's a song, it's also trending on TikTok. It's called Don't Play With It by Lola Brooke.
Okay. I
Love
haven't heard
her.
it. I don't know.
Fire.
Okay.
It's really good. And then I've been listening to, how would you say this in Spanish? Would it be Plan B? Like how do you say B in
Oh
Spanish?
yeah, Plan B, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they say
And
it.
listen to Es un secreto. That's
Oh, really?
my jam. I don't know what it is.
I don't know how you went from that
I know,
straight to
right? Literally,
that song's
like
a bop though. Yeah, it's a classic.
I be bopping that. Let me tell you, I've been listening to this reggaeton playlist. It's like basically the top 100 reggaeton like songs
Of all
ever.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
like from like Rolling Stone, like from that
Okay,
list.
yeah, yeah. I've seen that
So I've
one,
been
yeah.
listening to the playlist for that, babe.
They got some old school reggaeton. I need to go to an old school. We both need to go to an old school reggaeton party.
For real, because at this point I know all the words. Don't know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, but I know the words. And also hits. Like I'm like,
Hits.
damn, like this is like it's like old school like dance hall and like old school reggaeton. It's like
Yeah.
I just need my worlds to collide. Like I need both of them because like they're
Yeah.
so good. But yeah, I've been listening to that. I've been listening to some, I'm trying to dibble and dabble into some reggaeton
Mhm.
artists. I like
Yeah, there's a
finding that.
lot.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, and I'm slowly working my way through it.
Mhm.
But yeah, any other songs, I'll list in the playlist. Maybe we'll see
Okay.
if I
Add the
remember.
playlist.
It's been
Yeah.
a minute since we last talked to y'all, so
Yeah, there's a lot of music, yeah.
yeah. Natalia got hers. Go off, sis. I'll give you the floor. I know you're
Oh,
ready
you
to.
mean let me
Yeah,
pull up. Are you done? Okay.
yeah, I'm good.
Let's see. I liked all mine. Okay. The first song, let's start from like newest to oldest, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the new Bad Bunny song?
No, I think I heard a snippet of it. I didn't listen. I haven't had time to listen to it though.
Yeah, you need to listen to it because when
Oh,
I
it's
tell
fire.
you
I already know it's fire though.
banger, well, it's with Arcangel.
Yeah, I saw
He's
that.
the
I
one that
saw
came to the
that.
concert.
Yeah.
All I
Okay.
gotta say is it gave
Waistline.
very much trap bunny, everyone's saying. Like back when he
Oh
like
yeah,
first
like
started, like
2016.
I don't know, I heard that, I felt like I was back in college. I was back in college, first listening to him, like, I don't know what
We're in the
bang
basement.
the you wanna
Basement of the frat
translate
party.
something? No, yeah, he's going up one of those multicultural frats.
Yeah.
Um, you wanna translate something? Yeah, go translate this one. Yeah.
Ooh,
All I
I'm
got
hot.
all I gotta say is this man knows what he's doing. Two,
He's not slick.
I think he's single. I think he's single. Like everyone's like,
Oh really?
yeah, I mean, there's been speculation. there has been speculations for like a while, but there was
Exactly.
something about this song that just gave like I'm single. I'm open, like I'm here to like do my thing. Like y'all better stop clocking me if you see me making out with a girl. Like,
Ooh,
yeah.
I can't wait to
Fire
translate this
song.
one, y'all. Let me get my
Yeah,
notebook.
this oh my god, this song. Yeah. Anyways, but Arcangel so this was part of Arcangel's album that he dropped. I haven't listened to the whole thing because it literally dropped like yesterday, or the day before. But I just want to like quickly talk on the song just to talk about how talented Bad Bunny is. So I was watching an interview of Arcangel, the one who like he did the song with, obviously,
Hmm.
and he was saying they're like, oh, how did this song come about? Like, who messaged who? Because obviously, like Bad Bunny's hot right now. Like everyone wants to do music, but like Bad Bunny has a lot of respect for Arcangel. Like everyone says it's like the equivalent of like Drake and Lil Wayne type
Hmm.
relationship.
Hmm.
So that's how it is. Um, but they were saying like, oh, like let's do a song. Like he sent him like his whole album. Like if you want to jump on one, let me know. And Bad Bunny already had a song or a beat he wanted to do, and he's like, the guy Arcangel goes, just listen to this, and he pulls up like a preview, and we're like, oh, it's like him singing. We're like, why is he showing the song already? Bad Bunny sent him this song, imitated Arcangel's voice. He's like, just listen to this. I think you could literally sound exactly like Arcangel. And he has a very distinct voice and said like the first part of the rap. Like, how talented is that? To mock someone's voice, rap, have the beat ready, be like, I think you can do this. I already have my part. Like, you can jump on, finish your thing. Yeah. All I gotta, like, I gotta send you the interview. Everyone was
I
like,
know who my goat is.
no, literally, like, I'm just like, most talented person. I feel like people don't I feel like I don't know if stardom in general and like people are kind of like overlooking his actual talent that he has in like songwriting, producing, and creating music. Like so talented, so talented. But that just goes to show. But anyways, so that's one of my top songs. Love it. A few other albums dropped. So I guess since we're going like newest oldest, my guy Fade, I mentioned him, my Colombian artist. He dropped a whole album. I'm hype. He's even got a Chilean artist on there. Like I was hype about
Ooh.
and the two songs I'll like to mention are California and La Pasamos Cabron. It's with Zion and Lennox. I don't know if you've heard
Yeah.
of them. They're like
Come on.
classic. Yeah.
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 I've
I
been
didn't
on
know.
that playlist. They're on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
playlist.
Really, really good song. I like the song a lot. But the whole album in general is really good. I just mentioned those two. Let's see. Who else? So, okay, another one. Eladio Carrion, the guy I've been mentioning, he
Hmm.
also dropped an album recently.
Damn.
I know. I've been music overload, so I feel like I haven't even really been. I've been listening to Bad Bunny, but I've just been so much other music. And his album, like, it's so his is like trap. Like, I feel like it's like the equivalent of like rap here, but like his, and I really like it because he's also very versatile. He's a good singer, in my opinion. And he gets some good features. But like his new album is very like trap. So I only listen to it when I work out or like I need to be hyped up. But he dropped a song like one of my favorites. I haven't like had time to like digest what my favorites are from the album, but I think the one I know is it's called Mbappe. It's also like kind of like what the album is like called. Well, it's like the feature of the album that like the first song of the album.
Hmm.
But I just thought it was funny because do you know who Mbappe is?
Mm-mm.
He's like that French player that's
Oh
like
wait,
really
yeah, I do.
yeah. He won the yeah. I just thought it was funny that he dropped that right before the World Cup. I don't know, interesting, but and then the other one, Rao Alejandro,
Oh
like the
my god,
Chris,
don't tell me he
he
dropped
dropped
another
an
album.
album.
Jeez.
Yeah,
What is
he
up with
dropped.
everybody? Everybody said, "Yeah,
I
let's
was like,
drop
yo, I
this
haven't even
stuff."
had a time to digest these albums and listen to them because like, so his album, I will say, is very, very different from his like typical like perreo, like let's get lit kind of music.
Mhm.
He said it was gonna be 90s based and he's trying to experiment, and I think he's also very talented. So the first time I listened to it, I was kind of like, I didn't think it was bad. I was just thrown off by the style because it's kind of 90s inspired. But the second time I listened to it, I thought it was pretty good. So the one song from that I want to highlight is called Lejos del Cielo. He's got a few other ones on there. But yeah, and then obviously Creepin'. I really like that song.
Literally bodied that for no
Yeah.
reason.
And I've
Like
been
rent was
yeah,
due, and
so
he
good.
said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
okay."
basically. Okay, there's a few other songs. I'm just gonna throw them on the playlist, like the random ones I've been finding. Do you want to say I've been listening to a lot of Omar Apollo lately because I listen to very chill music during the day and like especially like Latin chill. And he's like an you've heard of Omar Apollo, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of like mixes English and Spanish. I think he's so good. I think he's a great. I've seen a lot about him this year. I've recently gotten into him. I think his music is really good. So the one song I want to highlight is it's called Highlight. That's the name of the song. Um, and then last song I want to touch on. I was gonna talk about like if like back in November, like if we were gonna record early November. Okay, you may have seen this TikTok. He went viral. I don't know if he's like half. Like he raps in Arabic and in English. His name is Saint Levant, and this like thing went viral on TikTok, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Like just the lyrics were just phenomenal, and like the flow he had was really good. So the song is called "Very Few Friends." I think you would really, really like it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it was like. He was like seducing. Everyone's like, "All right, he has me." Like
I'm
really
crying.
good song because I saw it under my I kind of forgot about it. I saw it under my likes like before we recorded because I was like, I want to go through see like what music I want to highlight. I'm like, what is the song I played? I'm like, oh my god, it's that song I found. Like, I really like it. So I'm gonna dive more into him. But yeah, sorry, I'm out of breath. A lot of music,
I know,
a lot of
right? It's a lot.
albums, a lot. Yeah, but in general, yeah, a lot. I've been listening to a lot of good stuff lately, and I'm gonna put the rest on the playlist. But yeah, do you have any other like what have you been watching lately?
You know, the classic 90 day. Um oh, I binge watched this one show. Shout out to y'all, you Alicia and her sister, for letting me borrow your HBO account.
Oh,
Even though I have HBO, but it's through Hulu, so I couldn't watch this one. The show is called Sweet Life. Um it's
is it
basically like a reality show of like people like our age that live in LA, like all black, obviously. They're like focusing on their businesses, and basically it's like a friend group type show.
okay?
Either way, it came out over the summer. I watched season 1. I liked it. So they came
Okay.
back with season 2 this year. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like anybody's probably gonna watch this. So I'm not spoiling it.
I might watch it though. Is it bad? Season two is not good.
No, no, no. Season 2 is good. The way that they ended the show is pissing me off. And maybe I'll just leave it there.
Are they coming back for season three?
Don't know. So last year they did like a reunion basically. They called it like a group chat. Like it was
Okay.
like a reunion. They didn't do that this year. They just ended the episode. There was nothing. Their Instagram, their last post was like from September with no update or anything. Like, and
Interesting.
everyone's like
Sounds like a
posting.
fallout.
Yeah, they're gonna get at. I'm gonna add them because.
You need, I might
So yeah, I
watch
was
it.
irritated because I binge watched it like a day, and then they end it like that. I'm like, and the way it ends, I'm like, why would you leave me like this hanging? And this is exactly why I don't watch new shows, because I have commitment issues. Because why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel now. So that's why I watch my same shows over and over again and my same movies
Mhm.
all over and over again, because I know what's going to happen and I'm not heartbroken. But
Mm.
that's really it. I don't think I really had. Oh, and the World Cup.
Yeah. I show
That's
them.
I've been watching that, which was recent. The last couple days I've been watching the World Cup.
Mhm.
So,
So you
but
watched the
I'm getting
USA game today.
watch them get washed,
They
and I'm
played
like,
pretty good though.
I did I watched the whole thing. I think I watched like a good amount of it. And I took a nap because I really wanted to watch Argentina, because that's who I'm rooting for, because
Yeah.
you know me. I've been repping Argentina for
Chile
since I was in
yeah,
like fifth
literally
grade.
here. Yeah.
Fifth grade, like
I'll never forget when Chile and Argentina were in the final of that. That was great.
But yeah, so I woke up, I took a nap in between the US game and the Argentina game, but I forgot to set an alarm. So I missed the first goal, I think, or first two
Oh,
goals. I'm like, really, Ashley? But whatever, it's fine. They advanced,
yeah.
so it's fine. And that's
They,
who I'm rooting for. I hate to say it. I was not cheering for US and I actually wanted them to lose. Um,
why?
I don't know. I'm just not I'm not one of those, you know? Like I'm not rooting
Yeah.
for the US in anything, really. Unless I
I
like
would
the
say so.
actual like when it was like the Olympics and it's like Venus and Serena, like at the tennis, like, okay, I'll root for US then. But I'm not even rooting for US. I'm rooting for them. Not US, them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
me, I don't know. I wish I could have that much love for this country as other people have for their countries, but I can't be like, yeah, US, USA. Like I can't. I don't know. It's weird. Like I'm more like that with Argentina than I am with
Yeah.
US. But that's really all I've been watching. I mean, the games have been good though. Because what
They've
one did I
been
watch? I watched the.
Did you watch South Korea?
I did. I did. I damn near cried.
I was crying I mean, I was a little sad for Uruguay. Like, you know who Luis Suarez is, right?
Yeah, I think
He's like that
so.
top player in Uruguay when they showed him crying. Like,
Yeah, I
mind you,
didn't feel bad. I didn't
you
feel
heard
bad
about
for
the
them.
Ghana drama?
What?
So back in
Well, it's because they knocked them out before,
yeah,
right?
because he did a handball.
Yeah.
He like they were trying to shoot and he used his hands. So everyone was like, "It's revenge, it's revenge!" Yo, after the game gone, I was going home, but they were celebrating. They were literally like, "If we're
Well,
going
yeah,
home,
that's because my friend,
so hype."
my brother's friend, he was rooting for Ghana because his family's from Ghana,
Hmm.
and he was like, he has like this deep hatred for them.
They hate Uruguay and they
Yeah.
hate Luis Suarez, and I'm like, "Oh
Well,
my
that's the
god."
one that bites, right?
Yeah, he bit someone during
Yeah,
the World
he's a
Cup. Yeah,
biter.
he's a little problematic, but
Yeah, but
I
no,
don't
I
follow him
don't
like
feel bad for them because what was it? They were. I saw it on Twitter, like all the problematic things that they've done previously, like the team,
they're
like
very rough. They're known in South America to be like very, very rough. They play very rough. They say some wild shit, but yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So
not a
that's why I
big
didn't feel
Uruguay.
bad.
I'm not a big
Like,
Uruguay fan. Like I'm rooting for everything South America. But like yeah,
see,
no,
I'm rooting for everything like Africa and
yeah.
Argentina,
Well, I'm rooting
even
for anything
Brazil.
non European at this point. But um,
Yeah, the Netherlands are doing good though today. I was like, damn, they are
yeah,
wiping
but
the
I think
floor with them.
Argentina is gonna beat them. I'm like they were
Yeah,
just doing
yeah,
counterattacks. I was like, all right, just put all 11 bodies in the box. No one's gonna be able to score. Like,
yeah. Literally,
but yeah, no, these games I've been like
they've been pretty good.
I've watched like every game, I think, almost. I've
Yeah, I
been
think
This
I
World
just
Cup has just given
haven't
me
had
life.
time to because of like business
Yeah,
stuff.
well, I
But
put them
now,
on the background, but
yeah, now I've been like able to kind of enjoy them a little more. And like I'm actually like, okay, today I like scheduled it like, okay, game,
yeah,
like 2 games today. So do what you gotta do before, do what you gotta do after, and then
yeah,
another game. Like so.
yeah.
But other than that,
I'm
that's all I've
excited
been
though.
watching. What have you been watching?
Really, the past like few weeks, World Cup, the World Cup gives me life. Like Ash knows, every soccer tournament, especially there's something about international soccer. Like I do watch some like Premier League stuff. Like I used to. I like watching it. It just doesn't give me the same life as like international soccer tournaments.
Yeah. I
I
think it's
think there's
because like
more
when people are
passion.
representing their country, I
Right.
feel like there's a
It's
different
different.
type of passion
Yeah, and there's a
behind it
different like
versus
no, the
like
World Cup is big, yeah. And
yeah.
I think this World Cup is just different because obviously Chile's not in it, so it was a little bit sad obviously when they didn't
Well,
qualify.
Jamaica's not in it either, so
I don't think they've ever been in it.
no. But they probably I don't know
They might have
when.
been in it one time. But yeah, I think it's just been less stressful, I think, because some of those games, like I
Girl,
think
you
like
don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me. I know.
Ash knows, like I remember during the World Cup back in like 2014 when they were in like I remember when Chile lost and I didn't talk to like anyone for like days. And I remember you
Yeah.
kept Snapchatting me. You're like, "Are you good?" Like, what?
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
like, "Yeah, I'm just going my ass." I was like 15, 14. Like, no, because like y'all know if you support your country, like I mean, and to be fair, like this year I was rooting for US. Like I do want to root for them. Like it would be nice if they were good at soccer, like to root for but
be nice if they
they
didn't
don't
suck.
they don't actually look that bad. They're getting better. This and I do have a lot of like hope because a lot of these the captains were 23 and 24,
Yeah,
which is
that's what
crazy.
my dad was saying. Like my dad was rooting for US because like the group of people, like it's a fresher group of
It's
people
a
and like
fresher group
they're
and they
more
don't look
willing
bad.
to yeah, like they're not
They need to
that
clean up
bad
their
and like they're
defense, but
learning, you know.
yeah, they're
So,
like so it makes me more hopeful. Like I was really, really like today was a whirlwind of emotions like watching that game, but like I was sad when they were out because I wanted them to keep going. But I think I am very hopeful for the next World Cup because one, they already automatically qualify because it's going to be here in the U.S., which is going to be hype,
mhm.
and then
We
also
got to
because they're gonna.
go.
Yeah, I'm going. I
We
already
out.
know. I'm already going. Like I'm bringing my whole family. Like I'm getting tickets. That's
Period.
like a life goal. My family like to go to World. Like they take it very seriously. But yeah, I think it's just gonna. I'm happy to see them continue to move forward. I am rooting for them, but obviously, if it was Chile US, I am rooting for Chile over US. But yeah,
Clearly.
but yeah, the World Cup is going to be life. What else have I been watching? I've been kind of lost with shows. Oh, Sex Life of College Girls,
Yeah, I need to
season two.
watch that.
You need to watch it. Oh my god, the way I be dying. Like the humor is just so so specific that it's just hilarious. Um, I've been watching that. I literally haven't been able to find anything. Like I've been Bachelor in Paradise. Kind of was a letdown this year. I didn't really like it that much. Um, so I didn't really want to highlight that. What else have I been watching? Oh, I started watching Homecoming again, All American Homecoming, because I didn't know what to watch. Yeah, and I finished the season, and it wasn't even like I really enjoyed it watching. I just kept. It's so corny. The writers really need to get it together.
Yeah.
But then I heard second season there's Cutie, so I'm like, all right, maybe I'll continue watching it.
That's the
Um,
all, that's how they drew me in to All American. Was the cuties.
I never
The
finished All
acting
American.
wasn't bad, but
Oh God, Homecoming. Did you try it? You should try it.
I watched one episode and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, they fucked up with the writing, but Oh, so what else I was gonna say? Oh, you might like the show. Have you seen the show Buying Beverly Hills?
No, but I
I
think I was gonna watch it.
On Netflix. I watched like the first. Actually, there's only 8 episodes. I think I watched like 5 or 6 when I was home for Thanksgiving with my mom. We both really liked it. I liked it better than Selling Sunset, in my opinion.
Yeah, I couldn't even finish Selling Sunset the last
I didn't even
season.
finish the last season. I just
It's
feel like
just too much.
it's not relatable at all. And
It's
I
not
get it. Like none of
relatable
the
and it's like unnecessary drama that you could
unnecessary.
tell
Yeah,
they're provoking just for the show so that they have more episodes type. Like,
yeah,
why
I
is this
didn't.
so drawn out?
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, no. Um,
And
but
I guess they
yeah,
canceled Selling Tampa, which actually pisses me off
they
because
canceled it.
I
I liked
think
it better
that's
than
what
Selling Sunset.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I
a lot
thought
of
that
people
drama
liked
was
it.
actually like I want to watch it.
Yeah, apparently, I'm pretty sure I heard that they canceled it, but
I was looking at that. Yeah, what else have I been watching? That's really about it. I'd have like no shows to watch. I've been kind of like I need something. I have a hard time committing, so
me too. Because the thing
I
is,
need
I
to
know
just
I'm
pick
gonna
something.
binge it. I'm just gonna binge it,
Well,
and like
I'm
that's gonna
trying to
take up
get
two
into the
days.
show Blood and Water. I keep seeing it's like pretty good. Takes
I
place
don't
in
know.
South Africa, so I might try to get. I don't know.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know what I
but
want to
yeah,
start watching is some little nature documentaries
I'll take chill. Yeah,
because
there's
I
a
got
lot.
Discovery Plus, so
Well,
might
I'm
as
trying
well.
to get into books, so send me your
Me too.
romance
You
recommendations.
know what? I'm gonna start hopping into the Colleen Hoover.
Me too. I went to the bookstore today and I was trying to find it, but they only had the second one,
Go to
not the.
Target, and they were 15% off. I think.
Okay, I might get it. I like supporting bookstores, but yeah.
Oh well, then yeah.
But yeah, I
I
do
like
want to
to
get
thrift
into
them.
that. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get a library card. Reading is my next thing for next year. But yeah, other than that, I haven't been watching anything else. I think that's really about it.
Yeah, same.
You got anything else to end? We've been going on for a bit now. I feel
I
like
know. We're gonna have to
should
cut
probably
it
end.
down. Yeah.
But yeah, any last
Um.
messages just to end until we see them back in
Yeah,
January.
so basically, let's just remind them that this is going to be the last episode of 2022. We're going
Hmm.
to take a little holiday break again.
It's
But
really going to be like 4 weeks, I think. But
yeah, but we're going to be back better than ever, refreshed, new
refreshed,
content,
and
new
we still will probably
ideas.
be dropping dabbling some content on the Instagram.
Yeah, probably.
So follow
More
us
than
on
likely.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah. So, other than that, we hope that you guys have a great rest of the year. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I know. It's crazy.
We're gonna miss you guys because we missed you guys
Yeah.
already.
I'm gonna be sad not to record for that long again. Like
I
I do like
know.
but I think it's necessary and
And we
yeah.
just want to make sure, we have a plan. I feel like we didn't really have that much of a plan when we started the podcast because we're like, well, just start it. Let's just start it. Let's just do it.
Yeah,
Let's just
which
get
I
into
think
the
was good
groove of
that we
it.
did it. But yeah, no, I think now we need to focus more on like logistics and
Yeah.
um some other components. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But other
Thank you
than
guys
that,
for riding along with us all of
exactly. We appreciate y'all.
2020. That's crazy. Wow.
2022.
Yeah, we really appreciate those who just started listening to us, those who started from the beginning, or whoever came along our journey. Like this is just the first year of us recording, and I think it was a really big year for us. So yeah, we hope you
Yeah.
guys continue to listen and come back in January and share the podcast, obviously. But yeah, we have a lot of content and stuff coming, and yeah, leave us
Yeah.
a review if you want to.
Yeah. Review, like, share. We got the
Review,
YouTube. You could
share.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Okay.
check us out
You
on
could do
YouTube.
that
Yeah.
too. We got all the
It's
platforms,
not on
baby.
TikTok. I know y'all have TikTok, so follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
I
We
know
need
we're
to
not as
start
active on
posting.
there. We're gonna start trying to post on TikTok.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and we got some exciting things coming. And like we said, we're always open to some constructive feedback. So if you have topic recommendations, things you think, recommendation, whatever, like we'll definitely be all ears. Um,
Exactly. So, with that
yeah,
being
we love y'all.
said, we love y'all.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Ooh.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
When's Hanukkah? I was going to say happy Hanukkah, but
Happy Hanukkah, happy Merry
Merry
Christmas, everything in
Christmas.
general, whatever you guys celebrate.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, and cheers to 2022 and to 2023.
Exactly. Period.
All right. We'll catch y'all in
2023.
2023. I'm weak, not as being dramatic.
Look at
All
us, not
right.
knowing how to end the podcast like
Yeah,
usual.
because we're going to miss you guys for 4 weeks, but it's okay. All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye,
Bye, y'all.
y'all.